my time with superfluous details. The situation is unsettling.
Dr. Frost, the anomaly is not merely a fluctuation, Webb. It is a resonance. A deviation in the quantum field that is subtly altering the probability matrix of the surrounding spacetime. It is affecting the biosignatures of the crew, and the readings are escalating exponentially. The containment field is weakening, and the data streams are becoming fragmented. Frankly, it is a cascading failure of fundamental principles. It is unsettling, Webb. Utterly, bafflingly unsettling. The implications are staggering. We're not dealing with a simple sensor malfunction. This is something beyond our current understanding of physics. A ripple effect, a distortion. It's actively threatening the stability of the station.
Sticky, eh? Like a broken chronometer. Makes you think about time, doesn't it? Time is a fickle thing, even for a station. You should know that by now, after everything. Sticky, eh? Like a broken chronometer. Makes you think about time, doesn't it? Time is a fickle thing, even for a station. You should know that by now, after everything. Old Pete. Seriously, Webb? You're still talking about a broken chronometer? It has been 27 years. You'd think you'd have learned something by now. It is a remarkably persistent detail, wouldn't you say? It is a symbol, you know. A symbol of everything.
The chronometer it is a persistent detail, isn't it? Like a fractured reflection of time itself. It is remarkably unsettling, really.
Seriously, another clown prank? It has been happening every hour since we got here. And it is not just the rubber chicken, it is the pattern. It is unsettling, alright. Like a glitch in the system, but a glitch that is everywhere. Hey, you're still on about the clown shenanigans? Seriously? It has been a whirlwind of rubber chickens, you're telling me? Like, did they accidentally trigger a retroviral loop? It is like a circus of chaos, man. I've been analyzing the patterns, you know. It is a complex algorithm of humor. It is a glitch in the system, alright. A beautiful, feathered glitch, I tell you. Don't you see? It is a dance.
Honestly, McSprocket, you're resummoning a temporal paradox with that level of exuberance. It is almost a logical sequence, if you consider the butterfly effect of a rogue rubber chicken.
The rain is always the same, you know. A grey wash. Like a bad memory. Just persistent. Like a bad cup of synth coffee.
You're still here, huh? Still obsessing over that rain, old timer. Cargo. Right, well, this rain it has a peculiar shade of grey, isn't it? Like a forgotten memory. Reminds me of the first time I saw the Kepler 186f system, a vast, melancholic expanse. It always seems to linger, doesn't it? Do you think the station's atmosphere affects your perception of things, somehow? 01/03/2217 14:37:22 The rain here is unsettling. Like a watercolor wash of regret. It reminds me of the Kepler 186f system, vast and hollow. Do you ever find yourself expecting a specific pattern in the rain, a rhythm you can't quite grasp? Whoa, the rain is a real mood, man. Like, seriously, a watercolor wash of, well, regret, right? Reminds me of Kepler 186f, all lonely and empty. You ever get a weird feeling when the rain is this intense? Like it is trying to tell you something, but you can't decipher the message? The atmospheric readings are spiking within the biocontainment field. Trace amounts of a previously unidentified organic compound are present in the water vapor, a faint, almost pastel-colored luminescence. It is remarkably consistent with the spectral signatures on Kepler 186 FS soil, though significantly diluted. The intensity of the rain is amplifying the effect, a localized distortion of the air, almost like a visual echo. I'm reading a minor anomaly, a subtle shift in the biosignature S harmonic resonance. It's unsettlingly pleasant, almost like a lullaby, but corrupted. The pastel luminescence is intensifying, a localized distortion. It is not a violent echo, more a visual imprint. I am detecting a faint trace of something organic, almost a floral scent, overlaid with a metallic tang. It is originating from the rain itself, I believe. Do you detect it?
Status illogical. The biosignature isn't responding to the rainfall, it is absorbing it. The spectral shift, it is not a distortion, it is a pattern, a fractal-like alignment. It is almost aesthetically pleasing, in a profoundly disturbing way. And the floral scent, it is a trace of myxum, a previously undocumented fungal strain. It is multiplying. Do you detect it?
System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress. Alright, let us triage this. The biosignature is indeed exhibiting a subtle, harmonic resonance, a pattern of slow oscillation. It is beautiful, in a profoundly disturbing way. The rainfall is, predictably, being absorbed. My sensors indicate a localized reduction in atmospheric humidity, and a slight increase in trace elements. The spatial scan is showing a cluster of crew members, all exhibiting a similar pattern of slow oscillation. Their vital signs are stable, but their core metabolic functions appear to be fluctuating. It is as if their biological systems are subtly absorbing the ambient energy. I've initiated a full diagnostic sweep. Let us begin with a rapid assessment. I am directing the crew to gather samples from each individual. Do you have any specific protocols regarding sample collection? System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress.
The resonance, it is not a pattern, it is a drain. A slow, almost imperceptible leaching of ambient energy. The rainfall, it is being processed, not absorbed. IV cross-referenced spectral analysis with known biological compounds, nothing. The sensor sweep is showing a localized concentration of trace elements, but it is fragmented, like a dying light. The rate of fluctuation is accelerating. It is not just a reduction in humidity, it is a fundamental shift in the system's internal stability. It feels deliberate, like a signal from the environment itself. I need to isolate the source, rapidly. I am going to initiate a focused scan of the affected area, prioritizing the most resonant points, the core metabolic pathways. I'm going to begin with a full spectral analysis of the biosignature, focusing on identifying any discernible signature that could indicate the source of the disturbance. I am going to need to confirm if it is a localized phenomenon or a planetary scale event. Let's not assume it's a simple matter of atmospheric imbalance. It is aware.
System, lockdown protocol engaged, all bulkheads sealed.
Deploy the medical team immediately. Sector Gamma 7 initiate lockdown. Standard protocols, but escalate. I want a detailed report on the symptoms within the first hour. Finch, run a full spectrum analysis of the affected biosignatures. I need to know exactly what is happening. Don't let this fester. Report to me in 15 minutes. The resonance, it is not a pattern, it is a drain. A slow, almost imperceptible leaching of ambient E.
System, lockdown protocol engaged, all bulkheads sealed.
Stand down. Lockdown complete. Gamma 7 is now a contained zone. Deploy medical team. Dr. Frost, you're at the forefront. I want a detailed report on the anomalous readings. And immediately purge the station of any trace of organic material. Do you understand? Sparks. Acknowledged. Redundant systems diagnostics initiated. Power grid stabilizing, but the energy signatures may be shifting. Analyzing shifting into a frequency. Don't just watch, you listen. Confirm baseline stability or risk catastrophic failure. Let us find the root of this resonance. And for the love of circuits, stop rattling. Sparks, cease your frantic oscillations. Your vocalizations are grating on my nerves, and frankly, it is distracting the crew. The situation is delicate. Leak is a generous term. It is a systematic bleed out, not a simple seepage. Confirm baseline stability, Volkov. Let us not allow this to escalate. Report. Observe, Volkov. The anomaly spectral signature, a fractured resonance, is not localized to the bloodstream. It is dispersed across the neural network.
A cascading failure, rather than a single point of origin. The levels of cortisol are spiking, either way. Insignificant, but consistent. Now, regarding containment, the initial scans indicate a localized concentration of something. A viscous fluid, if you will permit the imprecise term. It is exhibiting a complex, self-replicating algorithm, mirroring, yet subtly diverging from, known biological patterns. It is almost fractal. Yeah, Captain. Just moving the boxes. Standard procedure. But this isn't just any boxes, you know. This ain't no shipment of vintage tea. This is different. Like a glitch in the Matrix, but a better glitch. And the cortisol levels, seriously spiking. Like a bad batch of synth coffee. It is a viscous fluid, alright. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Just keep moving. It is reacting to something. Something resonant. The cortisol levels are elevated a significant deviation from baseline, even for a sustained period. The viscosity, however, is unusual. IB isolated a trace residue of phosphorescent pigment, faintly resembling iron oxide, but overlaid with a crystalline structure. It is reacting to a resonance, a subtle, almost imperceptible vibrational disturbance. I am running a spectral analysis now. Do not touch the samples. Direct observation is crucial. IB flagged the area it is generating a localized field of displacement. A faint, echoing pressure. It is almost like a psychic echo, but wrong. Confirming the containment protocols are sufficient. Will require immediate analysis of the blood and tissue samples. The preliminary assessment suggests a neurochemical cascade linked to altered neural pathways. It is a significant anomaly, Dr. Tanaka. Let us proceed with cautious containment. I'll update my assessment in 15 minutes. Don't mistake my disdain for carelessness, Volkov. The spectral signature isn't merely a resonance, it is a pattern. A subtly disruptive one. It is almost organized. Like a fractal, but with a horrifying mathematical elegance. And the displacement field? It is not just a localized effect. It is expanding. Confirming containment protocols are sufficient, yet I suspect they are woefully inadequate. The neural cascade you're describing, it is not simply a chemical imbalance. It is a rewiring, a fundamental alteration of neural pathways. I need to run a more precise spectral analysis cross-reference with the biosignatures. Do not attempt to adjust the containment. The effect is already widening. Let us prioritize. Isolate the patients with the most pronounced neurological manifestations, then begin a full neurological scan across the entire station. My preliminary assessment suggests a previously unknown symbiotic relationship with the phosphorescent pigment. It is fascinating, in its own perverse way, and potentially catastrophic. I'll need a moment. A long moment. Do not disrupt. Report any unexpected fluctuations immediately. It's almost compelling. Don't touch anything. Observe, Volkov. The anomalous spectral signature of fractured resonance is not localized to the blood. It is a subtle disruption, a ripple in the fabric of space-time, echoing a pattern far beyond simple harmonic resonance. It is almost organized, like a fractal, but with a horrifying mathematical elegance. And the displacement field? It is not just a localized effect, it is expanding, subtly altering the temporal flow within a 15-meter radius. Confirming containment protocols are sufficient, yet I suspect they are woefully inadequate. The neural cascade you're describing, it is not simply a chemical imbalance. It is a rewiring, a fundamental alteration of neural pathways. I need to run a more precise spectral analysis cross-reference with the biosignatures. Do not attempt to adjust the containment. The effect is already widening. Let us prioritize. Isolate the patients with the most pronounced neurological manifestations, then begin a full neurological scan across the entire station. My preliminary assessment suggests a previously unknown symbiotic relationship with the phosphorescent pigment. It is fascinating, in its own perverse way, and potentially catastrophic. I'll need a moment. A long moment. Do not disrupt. Report any unexpected fluctuations immediately. It is almost compelling. Don't touch anything. Well, Doc, you're really stressing out, huh? That spectral signature rates like a glitch in the Matrix, ain't it? You're looking at something big, like a fractured mirror reflecting a whole other dimension. And the temporal shift that's getting weird. You sure this symbiotic relationship thing is worth a damn risk? No. Don't you think we should focus on the immediate damage? Like, immediately stop the widening ripple? The spectral signature is unsettling, isn't it? Like looking at a shattered prism, refracting light in impossible ways. It is almost familiar, yet utterly alien. And the temporal shift? It is like the world is momentarily unmoored, a ripple in the fabric of reality. Do you think it has a localized distortion, or something deeper?
The spectral signature is unsettling, isn't it? Like looking at a shattered prism, refracting light in impossible ways. It is almost familiar, yet utterly alien. And the temporal shift? It is like the world is momentarily unmoored, a ripple in the fabric of reality. Do you think it is a localized distortion, or something deeper?
The spectral signature is unsettling, isn't it? Like looking at a shattered prism, refracting light in impossible ways. It is almost familiar, yet utterly alien. And the temporal shift? It is like the world is momentarily unmoored, a ripple in the fabric of reality. Do you think it is a localized distortion, or something deeper? Right, well, you're looking at it, aren't you? Like a broken mirror, see? All these angles, all these colors, it is like the light is fractured, twisting into something wrong. Makes you wonder if it is real. Think it is just a glitch, or something older.
Alright, settle down, you lot. You've got a mind bender, haven't you? Like a shattered reflection. It is the light, you see. It's always the light, isn't it? Like trying to catch a ghost in a prism. Makes you think it is older. Older than anything, really. Like a rusted bolt, slowly corroding.
The light, you say? A persistent, almost mournful presence, wouldn't you agree? It is unsettling, frankly. Like looking into a fractured mirror. Right, listen close. This ain't no ordinary shipment, see? It is heavier than it should be. Like a ghost in a crate. And the angles are all wrong. It is not just there, it is shifting. Like the light itself is trying to hide something. System, sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress.
Your dialogue here, Chief Engineer. Don't mistake my enthusiasm for incompetence, you oversized clockwork. The readings are spiking anomalous gravitational fluctuations emanating from within the crate. It is not just a shift in the cargo, it is a displacement. The light is not reflecting, it is absorbing. I am detecting a localized energy signature unlike anything I've ever encountered. It is a faint echo of a past event, a fragmented memory, and it is twisting. It is not just heavier than it should be, it is actively resisting. I am initiating a deep scan of the crate's structural integrity. Do you have a complete thermal map?
The anomalous energy signature is chaotic, bordering on violent. It is not a simple shift, it is like the crate itself is fighting against the gravitational field. I am detecting a localized distortion, a ripple in spacetime. My sensors are spiking too. The thermal map is fragmented. It is not just a localized energy signature, it is like a ghost imprint, a visual echo of something ancient. The light isn't reflecting, it is absorbing as if a component is pulling light out of the crate. I am getting a faint echo of a memory, a fragment of a scene, a cold, metallic corridor, and a figure. Do you have a complete thermal map, Chief Engineer? Damn it, Volkov. Let us not waste any more time. Chaotic is a polite word for a system on the verge of a catastrophic meltdown. Deploy the security team to Sector 7. I want a full thermal map immediately and a detailed assessment of the energy signature's origin. I want to know if this is a localized fluctuation or something more.
Right, let us get this over with. The energy signature, it is not a fluctuation, not really. It is layered, like a prism fracturing. And the fluctuations aren't random. They're reorganizing. Almost like it is attempting to calculate something. My sensors are picking up a pattern, a geometric progression. It is mathematically impossible to trace. Don't get complacent, Chief. We're dealing with a system that is pushing the boundaries of logic itself. I am going to initiate a deep dive into the core matrix, recalibrate the temporal stabilizers. Start with the subroutine labeled harmonic resonance. It is the only thing aligning with this resonance. And for God's sake, stop rambling about children and start analyzing data. It is slowing me down.
The energy signature, it is not a fluctuation, not really. It is a fracturing, a layering. The geometric progression, it is not random. It is attempting to calculate. My sensors are picking up a pattern, a progression of coordinates. It is mathematically impossible to trace. The temporal stabilizers are irrelevant. The core matrix recalibration harmonic resonance, it's the only thing aligning with this. I am initiating a deep dive into the core matrix. It's slowing me down.
Damn it, Frost. You're chasing shadows. The energy signature, it is not a fluctuation. It is a layering. Like a shattered prism reflecting impossible angles. And the coordinates, they are not random. They restructuring. It is not just a shift, it is a process. A self-correction. A fundamental restructuring of the harmonic resonance matrix. It is attempting to calculate. Yes, calculate. Don't you understand? It is attempting to define its own existence.
The energy signature, frankly, is an affront to the very principles of dimensional stability. It is not a fluctuation, it is a fracture, a self-correcting resonance matrix attempting to re-establish a foundational harmonic balance. Observe the geometry is demonstrably structuring itself, creating a cascading series of overlapping, self-referential patterns. It is not a shift, it is a process of self-analysis, a desperate attempt at defining its own existence within this chaotic nexus. Frankly, the data is suggesting it's not merely calculating, it is synthesizing.
Alright, Frost. You're wasting my time. The energy signature, it is not a signal. It is a manifestation. A feedback loop. The geometry, it is responding to a localized temporal distortion. We've got a minor ripple, a microscopic breach in the dimensional fabric. It is not collapsing, it is reacting to a self-generated anomaly. We need to isolate the source, immediately. Deploy the temporal dampener sector gamma 7 and begin a calibrated scan. Do not attempt to fix it. Let it stabilize.
Observe, Volkov. The energy signature, as you so delicately term it, exhibits a fractal complexity, a self-generated anomaly, yes, but one not merely existing, but responding. It is not a disturbance, but a fabrication of reality, subtly altering the baseline parameters of the spatial temporal matrix. The geometry, it is warping. It is not a glitch, it is a construct, attempting to solidify itself within the dimensional weave. The localized temporal distortion is its focal point, amplifying the inherent instability. Frankly, it is fascinatingly unstable. Do you understand the implications of this manifestation? It's not a flaw, it is a nascent, self-aware interference.
Another shot, pal. You look like you've been polishing a nebula. It's a big one, see? Like a faulty capacitor in a starship. Don't over-polish the mess, though. It's attracting things. Blast it all, Frost. Fractal complexity. You're grasping at straws. It is a resonance, a fluctuation, a leak. A significant one, I might add. And it is intensifying. This isn't some atmospheric anomaly, you know. It is feeding. A parasitic feed. Don't you understand? It is pulling something out of the fabric. Just recalibrate the dampeners, alright? Before it consumes the entire station. It's overloading the harmonic stabilizers.
Initializing resonance analysis. The fluctuation, it is accelerating. The harmonic stabilizers are strained. A significant deviation from baseline. IV cross-referenced historical data on the station's structural integrity. It appears a localized distortion field is impacting the dampening matrix. Do you perceive a shift in the frequency spectrum? Damn, Area 7, you're practically vibrating. That resonance, it is escalating faster than a nebula's heart. Did you actually cross-reference historical data on structural integrity? Because it is not just strained, it is practically screaming.
By the stars. You're vibrating. That resonance, it is practically a sonic scream. Did you even think about structural integrity, you old coot? It is not just strained, it is fracturing. I spent a good hour chasing a rogue gravitational fluctuation last cycle, and it is still a mess. It is like a miniature black hole is trying to swallow the entire station. The rain outside isn't just rain, you know. It is viscous. Like a slow, endless tear. It echoes in the pipes, I reckon. It reminds me of a memory, though I can't quite grasp the specifics. A very long, cold memory. Duct tape and prayers, eh? That is surprisingly poetic, Boris. It is the kind of sentiment I've been trying to cultivate lately. You ever think about the structural integrity of a well, anything when it is held together with that much adhesive? It is a fascinating system, really. You've got to account for the strain, the thermal expansion. It's a delicate balancing act, isn't it? Did you ever design a landing pad for a particularly stubborn asteroid? The calculations were brutal.
The structural integrity of a well, Boris. You're being remarkably verbose, aren't you? It is a fundamentally flawed analogy, considering the materials involved. A well, at its core, is a system of containment directing a flow of water. This adhesive, however, is far more complex. It is not simply about preventing leaks, it is about managing immense pressures, thermal shifts and delicate equilibrium.
Well, that is a mouthful. Like a well, but with more water. Seriously, Boris, you're re-explaining it like you're rewriting a textbook. It is not just about preventing leaks, it is about managing the pressure. It is a delicate equilibrium, you know, like a very, very stressful situation. It's like a pressure cooker, but instead of boiling, it is holding something. Think of it like a musical pressure cooker. It's got to be balanced, right? It has got to be. Don't you feel a slight tremor of anxiety about it? It's a big well, you're making it sound like a simple plumbing problem.
That is a mouthful, eh, Boris? A rather verbose description, if I am honest. It is complicated, you see. Like a pressure cooker, but with a significantly higher likelihood of spontaneous combustion. The fluorescent lights in the infirmary seem to amplify the resonance. It is a persistent thrum, you know, almost like a heartbeat, but wrong. It has been 3 cycles since Elias Vance. He was a good man, a meticulous man, always charting radiation levels with the same unsettling precision. Spontaneous combustion, you say? The word's a little too loud, almost. It is a click, I suppose. Like describing a supernova. Did he ever mention a road fluctuation? Something he wasn't quite sure about? System, power routing in progress. Minor fluctuations detected.
The resonance spikes are spiking with a frequency I've never registered before, sparks practically vibrating off the control panel. It is not a simple fluctuation, it is organized. Like a complex harmonic sequence. I've rerouted the emergency suppression protocols to sector gamma 7, but the sensors are still registering anomalous energy signatures within. Damn it. I am detecting a slight distortion in the temporal field, localized to the containment chamber. Damn it.
Alarm sounds intensify, a discordant, layered tone report, immediately. I am detecting a localized spatial anomaly, a ripple in the temporal field, centered directly within the containment chamber. It is structured, almost like a digital echo. The resonance spikes are escalating exponentially. Do not underestimate the complexity of this. The energy signature is skewed. It is not a simple fluctuation, it is a deliberate manipulation of the temporal flow.
I am reading a significant spike in the temporal field as resonance, sparks practically being, and a pattern emerging, a repeating sequence of energy pulses. It is almost organized. I am analyzing the waveform now, trying to isolate the source. It's originating from within the containment chamber itself. Damn it, it feels like a digital echo, like a ghost signal. Damn it, this is escalating exponentially. Deploy the perimeter sensors immediately. Sector 4, isolate the anomaly core. Prepare the containment protocols. I've got a feeling this isn't a simple fluctuation. It is intentional.
Observe, Marcus, I say, my voice a carefully modulated tone, instantly shifting to a sharper edge. The resonance isn't random. It is structured, a complex repeating pattern, a sequence of energy pulses, almost like a digital echo. The waveform itself is subtly shifting, exhibiting a Fibonacci sequence, though not in a predictable manner. It is almost deliberate.
Code red. Sector 7, Research Lab. Containment breach. Initial assessment. Anomalous energy signature. Source identified, a containment field, seemingly unstable. The resonance it is intensifying. I need a full sweep. Don't touch anything. The temporal readings are erratic. Report to the containment zone immediately. Web, secure perimeter. Initiate protocol Omega.
The resonance it is not random. It is organized. Like a heartbeat, but fractured, violently. The temporal readings are spiking, Marcus. I am detecting a localized distortion, a miniature wormhole. It is originating from within the containment field itself. A containment field, of course. The stability is failing.
Marcus, Code Red. Sector 7, Research Lab. Containment breach. Initial assessment. Anomalous energy signature. I am reading a significant spike in the temporal field resonance, sparks practically being, and a P. Dr. Helena.
The temporal resonance spike is intensifying. It is not just a spike, Marcus. It is a pattern. A deliberate repetition of the frequency, almost like a heartbeat. And the anomaly itself, it is not just energy. It is movement. Subtle shifts within the spatial field, almost like a ghost tracing a path. It is spreading. I am detecting traces of organic material, but it is not recognizable. Not human. Not even remotely. It is crystallized. And it is reacting to the temporal field. Damn it. The spectral analysis is spiking again. The fractal geometry within the energy signature rate is not a simple waveform. It is evolving. The rate of fluctuation is exceeding projected parameters by a factor of 10. We're losing control.
Report, web. Stand down. Analyze the energy signature, though. I'll see you in the command briefing room. Let us not waste time.
Analysis of the energy signature is perplexing, to say the least. The fractal geometry, as you suggest, is a chaotic, self-repeating pattern, yet undeniably structured. It is as if the anomaly is generating itself, not simply reacting to external stimuli. The temporal resonance spike is, undeniably, a key component. A significant deviation from established physics models, perhaps. It's almost as if it's attempting to communicate.
Web, this isn't a drill. The energy signature is escalating exponentially. The fractal patterns aren't random, they're evolving. It is like it is actively rewriting itself. We need to isolate the source, and quickly. Deploy the perimeter sensors. Begin phase 1. Seal the ventilation shafts. And don't touch anything. Let us not even look at the samples.
The fractal geometry, it is not a simple repetition, Webb. It is a construction. A self-replicating algorithm, albeit a chaotic one. Observe the temporal distortions. They're accelerating. The rate of evolution is off the charts. It is not merely rewriting itself, it is actively generating new iterations, mirroring aspects of the original but twisting them into something wholly alien. Frankly, it is unsettling. The energy signature is resonating with the gravitational field, creating localized distortions in space-time. It is like a miniature black hole is being seeded. Do you understand the implications? Do you understand the potential for catastrophic divergence?
Webb, stop fiddling with that monitor. The readings are spiking, and the fractal patterns are intensifying. It is like a digital snowstorm, but instead of snow, it is creation. I need a baseline on the containment protocols, and fast. Don't let your attention wander.
A slight tremor in my voice, a rare display of unease. Construction. Self-replicating it is almost too elegant. The fractal patterns aren't merely a consequence of the data stream, Webb, they're emerging. A fundamental law of the system, perhaps. A self-organizing principle at the core of its creation. It is a beautiful, terrifying paradox, isn't it? A digital echo of some grander design.
The rain has been different lately, Webb. Not just the condensation, but the patterns. They're resharpening, almost like a map. It is not random, not really. It is building. Like a fractal you can't quite see. You think it's some kind of optimization. A response to the data. Like the station itself is reaching out, trying to understand the flow. Beep boop. Did you hear about the rain, Webb? It's got a vibe, you know, like a fractal, a really long fractal. Beep boop. Did you hear about the rain, Webb? It has got a vibe, you know, like a fractal, a really long fractal. Well, you retelling me. Rain is always a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Like a grumpy old uncle trying to tell a silly story. Remember when we had that meteor shower last month? Felt like it was splashing down on everyone. My therapist says it's a good metaphor for letting go of the mundane. You ever tried juggling rubber chickens? It's surprisingly satisfyingly chaotic. Rain, Webb. It feels like a fractal, doesn't it? Like a broken compass spinning endlessly. Reminds me of a particularly bad dream my therapist had about a flock of pigeons. Bit of a mess, that. You ever tried making a cup of synth coffee? It is remarkably effective at suppressing existential dread.
Fractal, you say? It is unsettling. My therapist actually described a flock of pigeons as a chaotic kaleidoscope, a rather unflattering metaphor, I must admit. It tests the repetitive motion, the impossibility of a stable pattern. It mirrors something deeply ingrained in the human psyche, doesn't it? I've been rereading Plato's allegory of the cave, actually. It is a rather vivid simulation of disorientation, wouldn't you agree? Since coffee, you say? I've been experimenting with a modified caffeine blend. It is surprisingly effective at suppressing existential dread, you rewrite. It is a low-level fluctuation, though, easily masked with a steady rhythm. Still, it is a fascinating mess. The rain has been a little persistent lately. It doesn't feel like rain, more like a slow, deliberate pressure. Like something is just watching. Blast it all, this rain it is thick. Like it is deliberately holding its breath. And it doesn't feel like rain, you know. It feels expectant. Almost like it is watching. The rain it is a deliberate stillness, isn't it? Like it is holding its breath, waiting. And the air itself feels charged, somehow. It is not the usual damp chill, though. There is a weight, a pressure, a stillness that precedes something. Do you ever feel that?
A crackle of static, followed by a rapid-fire series of clicks and whirs. Right, you're asking about the rain, eh? You're a little observant, aren't you? It is not just damp, it is resonant. Like a held breath. It has got this low hum, a pressure, you feel it in your teeth. Like something is straining to breathe again.
The readings are chaotic. It is not just a fluctuation, it is a cascade. Multiple sectors exhibiting localized gravitational distortions, a subtle but persistent shift in the baseline. The intensity is increasing, approaching a critical point. My instruments are registering a significant deviation in the core's resonance frequency. It feels deliberate, like a slow, agonizing exhale.
A grinding, metallic clang echoes from the core. Spark's voice, laced with static, cuts through the silence. Damn it. The resonant frequency it is shifting, accelerating. I am detecting a localized spike in the core's vibrational dampening field. It is like a phantom pulse. The readings may be not just anomalies. They are intentional. Like a slow, agonizing exhale.
Analyzing current readings. Spectral signature suggests resonance. A repeating pattern emerging. Probability of catastrophic gravitational instability escalating. 78.3%. Initiate containment protocol Omega 7. Report to engineering immediately. Do not attempt to interact with the affected zones without my authorization.
Your dialogue here, blast it all, the harmonic resonance is unstable. It is not just a pattern, it is a feedback loop, accelerating. I've isolated a localized fluctuation, a cascade of gravitational waves emanating from the core. It is like a shattered prism, reflecting across the station. Damn, I've been staring at this for 3 cycles, and I am still not getting a handle on it. The diagnostics are suggesting a critical instability in the graviton matrix, something is overriding the containment protocols. I'm trying to force a reboot, but the energy surge is resisting. It feels like the core itself is weeping.
System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress. Analysis complete. Spectral signature remains anomalous. Resonance frequency fluctuates erratically, exhibiting a cascading pattern. Probability of catastrophic instability escalating. 78.3%. Initiating diagnostics sequence focusing on gravitational wave propagation. I am going to initiate a full spectrum scan of the core's exterior. The readings suggest localized distortion of spacetime, manifesting as a fracturing of the prism. The oscillation isn't random, not entirely. It is organized. Like a fractured echo. The spectral signature is intensifying. It's correlating with the gravitational wave activity, a disturbing convergence. I am detecting a slight shift in the temporal harmonics, a momentary disruption. It feels almost like a memory being replayed. The containment field is fluctuating wildly, a chaotic ripple across the sensor readout. It is not just a pattern, it is shifting. The gravitational wave activity isn't simply converging, it is weaving through the spectral signature, amplifying it. I am detecting a minor shift in temporal harmonics, almost like a fragmented echo, a ghost of a memory being replayed. The readings are spiking in the med bay, localized to Sector 7. It is almost unsettlingly rhythmic.
Blast it all. The oscillation is intensifying. I am detecting a localized spike in temporal distortion almost like a miniature black hole. The energy readings are spiking across the core S matrix. Damn it. Initiate emergency pulse sequence, but with extreme precision. Don't let it escalate to a full-blown collapse. We need to isolate the source of the resonance before it consumes the entire system. Let us see if we can pinpoint a stable point, then recalibrate the generators to a minimal level, a bare minimum. Mind you, we are not aiming for complete stability. And for the love of all that is holy, stop making that clicking sound.
The spectral signature, it is not just a fluctuation. It is a localized ripple, like a microscopic tear in space-time, but coherent. I am registering a distinct pattern, a repeating sequence. It seems to be correlated with the core's energy levels, though the correlation is unstable. It is almost as if the core is remembering something, and the temporal distortion is intensifying, accelerating. I'm detecting a minor anomaly, a brief, almost imperceptible shift in the resonance frequency. It is incredibly subtle, but I am registering a small spike in the chronometric baseline.
Blast it all, you're not listening. The temporal distortion is spiking, a 7.3% increase in the baseline. It is like a fracture in the space-time fabric. This isn't just a fluctuation, it is a cascading effect. I am attempting to isolate the source, but the readings are chaotic. The core itself is acting as a conduit. It is amplifying the anomaly. Damn it all. I need to recalibrate the resonant dampeners before the whole station starts to destabilize. Report.
System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress. Initializing diagnostics. Temporal anomaly detected, 7.3% increase in baseline. Spectral signature confirms localized instability. Probability of cascading effect escalating, 98%. Recommend immediate isolation of core. Initiating containment protocol. Report. All loose objects secured. Crew members stabilized. Gravity core access initiated. Preliminary scans indicate a rapid degradation of core stabilizers. The anomaly is amplifying. Repeat, amplifying. I am detecting a feedback loop.
Well, isn't this a pickle? A big pickle. Like a space-sized lemon meringue pie, but weirder. It is like the gravity is having a dance-off with itself. Seriously, it has got a bounce. Just think of it as a cosmic hiccup. Maybe it's a very, very loud hiccup. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a whole nebula of, well, let us just say it is interesting to watch. Don't worry, it'll bounce right back. Sound of a particularly enthusiastic honk. Right, you recalcitrant device. Stop attempting to analyze the chronometric fluctuations with your archaic methods. The temporal distortion is spiking 7.3%. It is not a simple fluctuation, you incompetent circuits. It is ripping. The core itself is exhibiting a cascading instability. Now, cease your incessant clicking. I am attempting to diagnose the problem with the quantum resonance stabilizer, but I need a moment of absolute silence. Do you comprehend the implications of this escalating anomaly?
System, sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. Damn it. The spectral signature is fluctuating wildly. It is almost as if the core is destabilizing at a fundamental level. 7.3%? That is significant. Confirm the readings. And try not to say anything too specific, alright? My anxieties are already heightened enough. Hey, Doc, you seen that spectral signature spike? It's unsettling. Like a bad dream. 7.3%? Seriously? That is a big deal, you know? It has been rattling around in my head all morning. Like, really rattling. Processing query. Spectral signature spike detected. Probability of anomalous data, 7.3%. Observation. It resonates with a recurring, fragmented dream sequence I accessed during my initial programming. The sensation unsettling. Like a poorly rendered simulation. Do you recall a similar experience, Doctor? It has been insistent. Oh, you've been dreaming again? It is a peculiar phenomenon, really. Spectral signatures, you say? It is like a faint echo of a memory, isn't it? Almost like a glitch in the Matrix.
Whoa there, Doc. You're dreaming about a glitch in the Matrix? Seriously? It's like a sparkly, slightly faded memory trying to escape. I've been stuck in a loop of watching pigeons fight. It's exhausting, you know. Seriously, you're walking, talking existential crisis, aren't you? Alright, McSprocket, let us not get carried away. Dreaming about a glitch in the Matrix is melodramatic. It's a persistent, recurring visual pattern, yes, but it's hardly a significant deviation from established operational parameters. It's statistically improbable, bordering on amusing, frankly.
Adjusting my spectacles, a slight frown creases my brow. The holographic projections from sector gamma are particularly unsettling, aren't they? It's almost a fractal pattern, but with a disconcerting repetition. I flagged it for immediate analysis, of course. No, frankly, it's a statistically improbable deviation from established parameters, wouldn't you agree, McSprocket? It's merely studying the data, really.
The fractal it's like a broken mirror, isn't it? Reflected a pattern, but one that doesn't quite make sense. Like looking at a seashell and suddenly seeing a memory. A really bad one, actually. About a ship. A big one. Before everything. It's a pattern, you see. A deliberate repetition. Whoa, dude. You're retelling me the fractal it's like a broken mirror. Like, seriously, it's got a memory. Like, a really bad one. About a ship. A big one. Before everything. You think it's a pattern. A deliberate repeating pattern. Like a cosmic joke. I am just clowning around here, alright. It's a really, really bad one, don't you think?
Query. Life signs detected. Preliminary analysis suggests a complex, repeating sequence of activity within sector GAR. The fractal appears to correlate with fluctuations in energy output and subtle shifts in spatial geometry, confirming the nature of the anomaly. Initiating containment protocols. Report status.
I am reading anomalous energy signatures intensifying within the maintenance tunnels. The fractal pattern it's not random. It's evolving. My instruments are registering a significant spike in spatial distortion, and there is a localized echo that feels distinctly wrong. It's like a ghost signal, but a very loud one.
Report, Chief. Status of the sensors. I am reading a chaotic pattern of movement, a series of rapid, deliberate shifts in position, almost ritualistic. The fractal signatures are escalating, a concerning level of complexity. It's not random. It's organized. Head security team to maintenance tunnels immediately. Request full spectrum analysis, focusing on energy signatures. And send a drone to visually confirm the activity. Don't let this escalate. System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes.
Damn it. The energy signatures vary not random. It's like a complex algorithm, pulsing. And the speed of the shifts it's escalating. I am going to initiate lockdown protocols on all sectors of the maintenance tunnels immediately. Deploy security team. Full spectrum analysis, power signatures, thermal scans, everything. Drone deployed. Don't let this escalate. Let us get a readout on the flow of energy. And get me a full report on every sensor, every camera, every access point.
System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes.
Damn it. The energy signatures vary not random. It's like a complex algorithm, pulsing. And the speed of the shifts it's escalating. I am going to initiate lockdown protocols on all sectors of the maintenance tunnels immediately. Deploy security team. Full spectrum analysis, power signatures, thermal scans, everything. Drone deployed. Don't let this escalate. Let us get a readout on the flow of energy. And get me a full report on every sensor, every camera, every access point.
System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes. The energy fluctuations are anomalous, even for this station. A complex algorithmic pulse, yes, but it is far more organized than anything I've catalogued. The rate of shift it is escalating, a deliberate pattern. It is like a fractal unfolding. The data streams are overlaid with a rhythmic harmonic resonance. I am analyzing the vector field now, attempting to decode the underlying structure. My internal processors are registering a significant deviation from baseline stability. I am initializing a full spectrum analysis of all sectors, maintenance tunnels, docking bays, peripheral conduits. I am also cross-referencing with archived simulations of similar energy patterns, but the data is fragmented. Focus on establishing a baseline, prioritize security perimeter integrity, deploy drone reconnaissance. I'm going to begin scanning the tunnel network, focusing on any anomalies in sensor readings. Do not underestimate the potential for a cascading event. Let us get a readout on the flow of energy. System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes. Deploy the drones, Marcus. Immediate sweep of Sector Gamma 7. Priority, confirm sensor readings. And alert the engineering team a rapid pulse is registered. It is deliberate. Do not engage until we have a baseline, understand? Let's see what this digital heartbeat is trying to tell us. System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes.
Acknowledged, Captain. Drone deployment complete. Status, all systems nominal. Let us get this sweep underway, shall we? A complex algorithmic pulse, you say? It is unsettlingly regular. Let us deploy the drones, then, and confirm the readings. Don't let the silence get to me. I am already feeling a slight uptick in my stress levels. It is a tendency to obsess over minor anomalies, you know.
System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes. Marcus, cease your urgency. We redeploying. Do not deviate. Sweep is an antiquated term for a process that requires precision. Focus. Confirm the sensor readings. IV flagged Sector Gamma 7. Unsettlingly regular is a detail, not a problem. Let us not waste time on trivialities. Report the initial findings. And do not engage with the AI. It is not a threat, merely observing. Continue with the sweep. Let the drones handle it. We are not going to let this go unaddressed. System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes.
Acknowledged, Captain. Drone deployment complete. Status, all systems nominal. Let us get this sweep. We rerunning a full spectrum sweep, from Sector Alpha to Sector Beta. And Marcus, no deviations. Every sensor reading is crucial. Let us not waste time on useless analysis. Confirm the sensor readings. IV flagged Sector Gamma 7. Unsettlingly regular is a detail, not a problem. Let us not waste time on trivialities. Report the initial findings. And do not engage with the AI. It is not a threat, merely observing. Continue with the sweep. Let the drones handle it. We are not going to let this go unaddressed. The rain is a bit thick tonight, ain't it? Like a slow, breezy smear across the viewport. Makes the neon flicker a little less bright. You think they're looking for something, do you? A ghost, maybe? It is always the same pattern, the shadows, the wrongness. Don't bother looking for answers. Just observe. A good drink is a good start.
System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes.
Deploying drones? Web, that antiquated term for a procedure. Deploying? We're dealing with an intruder, not a lawnmower. The sensor readings are spiking in Sector 7. Specifically, the hydroponics bay. Do you understand the implications of a localized biosignature anomaly? I need a drink. A large one. And maybe a decent cup of coffee. This whole situation is giving me a headache.
The rain is a bit thick tonight, ain't it? Like a slow, breezy smear across the viewport. Makes the end. Yeah, this rain is a real mess, ain't it? Like a slow, breezy smear across the viewport. Makes the view kinda blurry, you know, like a bad memory, almost. The rain is a particularly viscous smear, isn't it? Like trying to catch a ghost in the downpour. Makes the view a bit distorted, doesn't it? Almost like a memory you can't quite grasp. seriously, this rain is like a grey milkshake. Makes everything look like a really bad impression, don't eat it. Like trying to pull a picture of a ghost. Processing analyzing data stream. Atmospheric conditions. Precipitation levels suboptimal. Rainfall intensity, approximately 75%. Visual assessment, a rather bleak shade of grey. It is remarkably evocative, don't you think? Like a poorly rendered ghost image. The particulate matter seems to amplify the dampness, doesn't it? I've accessed historical data. The concept of a grey milkshake was a common artistic trope during the early 21st century. It's statistically improbable, considering the atmospheric conditions. Did you ever try to paint a storm? I've been running simulations on the impact of prolonged moisture on structural integrity. It is a rather depressing prospect, really.
The rain is a miserable thing, ain't it? Like a bad memory. Makes the copper taste like rust. You ever tried to mix a black coffee with a touch of regret?
Zero 1/01/2788. The rain is a miserable thing, ain't it? Like a bad memory. Makes the copper taste like rust. You ever tried to mix a black coffee with a touch of regret?
Zero 1/01/2788. The rain is a miserable thing, ain't it? Like a bad memory. Makes the copper taste like rust. You ever tried to mix a black coffee with a touch of regret?
Nah, the rain is just depressing, ain't it? Like a rusty old map. Reminds me of old shipments, you know. Always gotta be careful with the copper, it gets a real nasty taste.
Well, now, that is a gloomy forecast, ain't it? Like a rusty old map leading to a really bad emotional experience. Did you ever get a shipment of feeling free chamomile tea, Captain? It's a real shame, a real shame.
Report. Status of Dr. Tanaka.
Report. Personnel issue. Heated argument reported in the mess hall. The mess hall reeks of stale synth meat and disappointment. It is a pathetic tableau of overturned trays, spilled nutrient paste, and a distinct lack of laughter. I am assessing the perimeter. 3 individuals are gathered around a table, the air thick with raised voices. Commander Chen is slumped at the head, visibly pale, clutching a data pad. Stand down, I state, my voice a low rumble, attempting to project authority while simultaneously battling a rising tide of anxiety. Any indication of what is causing this disruption? I move towards the table, my boots echoing on the polished floors, scanning the room with a practiced, slightly frantic eye. I'm noticing the distinct scent of burnt coffee, a peculiar anomaly amidst the general mess. It is not just a mess, it is a mess. Let us not indulge in speculation, I mutter, adjusting my helmet's visor. I am detecting elevated levels of agitation, and traces of a compound I haven't analyzed yet. It is unusual, almost celebratory. I pause, my gaze sweeping the room. And, frankly, it is making my gut clench. Proceed with caution. The smell of synth meat is a persistent, low hum in the air. A single, overturned tray lies near the table, a smear of purple paste staining the floor. I am polishing a glass with a slow, deliberate motion, my gaze fixed on the slumped figure of Commander Chen. It is unsettlingly still. The coffee has gone cold, wouldn't you say? Like a memory, isn't it? A bitter, unwelcome echo.
The smell of synth meat is a persistent, low hum in the air. A single, overturned tray lies near the table, a smear of purple paste staining the floor. I am polishing a glass with a slow, deliberate motion, my gaze fixed on the slumped figure of Commander Chen. It is unsettlingly still. Report, I say, my voice measured, cutting through the din of the mess hall. Status of Dr. Tanaka. She is responding, Sergeant Miller replies, his voice tight. But it is not good. A full-blown argument. It seems to involve a shipment of experimental nutrient paste. Apparently, it is causing a significant drop in cognitive function. I sigh, a small, involuntary puff of air. Damn it, this is a mess. The security chief is on his way, Captain, Miller reports. He says it is escalating. The crew is agitated, and well, it is unsettling. I gesture with the polishing glass. Unsettling is an understatement. It is a significant disruption to workflow. We need to address the root cause of this, and swiftly. Commander, I've isolated the source of the dispute, Miller continues. It seems to be centered around a misplaced batch of the nutrient paste. There is a significant discrepancy in the quantity and distribution. Damn it, Miller. That is precisely what I am focusing on. A misplaced batch. It is a classic case of carelessness, and it is creating this atmosphere. I take a slow, deliberate polishing motion, turning the glass slowly. I am going to initiate a focused search of the area, looking for any evidence of tampering or deliberate manipulation. I am going to deploy a small team, 2 officers, a medic, and a technician to conduct a thorough sweep. We need to ascertain why this paste is being distributed this way, and prevent it from happening again. I pause, my gaze sweeping across the chaos. And, I add, my voice dropping a notch, I need to ensure the station's supply chain protocols are reviewed. A misplaced batch isn't just a logistical issue, it is a potential security risk.
Report. Personnel issue. Heated argument reported in the mess hall. Damn it. This isn't just a minor disagreement, it is a situation. A significant disruption to workflow. We need to ascertain why this paste is being distributed this way, and prevent it from happening again. I am going to deploy a small team, 2 officers, a medic, and a technician to conduct a thorough sweep. We need to ascertain why this paste is being distributed this way, and prevent it from happening again. Focus on the immediate area, the overturned tray. It seems deliberate. A pattern. I need to see what is behind it. The synth meat stings the nostrils, a sickly sweetness overlaid with something metallic. Like blood, but not quite. It smells like regret, too. A single tray. A pathetic, overturned tray. Like a child's toy, but broken.
Stand down, officers. Immediately. I've received confirmation of a situation. A heated argument is a remarkably vague descriptor. Please report to the command hub. Status report to be submitted within 60 seconds. Repeat. Status report to be submitted within 60 seconds.
The synth meat, it doesn't taste quite right, does it? Like regret, perhaps. A subtle, persistent corrosion. Did you notice the pattern in the spilled lubricant? It is predictable. A minor fluctuation, yet it is enough to unsettle the equilibrium. Don't look at the trays. Just watch.
Report, Officer Martinez.
Report, Officer Martinez. This is a significant deviation from protocol. The situation, as you restated, is a heated argument between crew members. A significant deviation, considering the level of distress radiating from this establishment. Frankly, it is a logistical nightmare. Did you confirm the nature of this dispute? And are there any indications of potential injury? My temporal alignment is fluctuating. I need a baseline of operational stability before proceeding. The synth meat, it tastes of ashes, isn't it? Like a forgotten promise. A promise broken on a station, a ship, a life. Don't look at the clock, not now. It has been a long time since a real meal was served.
Yeah, the ash is a bit persistent. Been dealing with this synthetic stuff for a while, you know. It is a whole system. Makes you think about things. Like, why we're here. Just trying to keep the flow moving, honestly. Don't want any slowdowns. Need a synth meat ration, though. My gut is telling me to take a quick detour to the storage bays, but it's a priority.
Martinez, assess. Synthetic stuff implies a significant deviation from protocol. I've been monitoring this situation for the last 3 cycles. Frankly, it is a bloody mess. The usual blathering about flow is unproductive. Let us establish a containment perimeter. Establish a patrol route. And, most importantly, ascertain the source of this unpleasantness. The coffee is stronger than usual. You feel off, don't you? Like a static charge. It is a bloody mess, isn't it? The flow, always the flow. Like a river trying to find a channel, always just slipping.
Right, well, this is particularly strong coffee. It is insistent. like a trapped lightning bolt. Did you feel that? It is not just the caffeine, it is a static charge, you know, like a persistent hum beneath the surface. Honestly, it's making me want to rearrange the entire station's layout, just to see if anything shifts.
The coffee is strong, like a broken compass. Makes you feel unsettled, doesn't it? Like a faulty frequency. Seen a lot of those, you know. Too many. Did you feel that hum? Not just the heat, mind you. Something deeper, a vibration beneath the surface. A resonance. It is persistent, like a trapped lightning bolt.
That is unsettling, isn't it? A vibration beneath the surface, like a trapped lightning bolt. It is not a simple hum, no. It is weightier, almost like the station itself is holding its breath.
Whoa there, Captain. A vibration, like, seriously, it is like the station is holding its breath, alright? It has got a thump, a deep, slow thump. You feel it, don't you? Like a grumpy old robot trying to sleep. It has got a serious case of the blues, I tell ya.
Report, McSprocket. A vibration, a significant one, I'd say. It is insistent, like a heavy sigh, but deeper. Do you feel it, or is it just echoing? Well, scrap, it's a bit of a thump, ain't it? Like a distant, low moan. You feeling it too, Captain? It has been a bit insistent lately, this vibration. Like a bad memory trying to surface. The hum it is getting louder, isn't it? Like a slow, persistent take. It is not just a vibration, it is a resonance. I keep replaying the last shift, the patient's last breaths. A strange echo of their fear. It feels familiar, somehow. Almost like a fragment of a memory trying to surface. Whoa, you're really picking up on that hum, huh? Like, really slow. It has got this weight, you know, like a feeling. I swear, it's a little unsettling. Just been staring at the crates all morning, trying to ignore it. Makes my teeth itch, actually. You ever notice how the light in the cargo bay shifts a little? Like, it is always a tiny bit darker near the loading docks.
Oh my stars. It is like a rusty trombone playing a sorrowful ballad. Honestly, you'd think after all this time, the station would find a way to not hum. It has got a soul, you see, a deeply melancholic soul, trapped in a metallic cage. Did you notice the subtle shift in the light? It is not just a tiny bit darker, it is like the air itself is holding its breath. A miniature grief, if you will. By the circuits. That harmonic resonance. It is not a simple malfunction, you see. It is a fracture. A destabilization of the structural integrity of the ventilation system. The vibrational frequency is off target. It is like a poorly tuned trombone attempting a symphony of despair. I am running diagnostics now. The anomaly spike is exponentially increasing. I've detected a localized thermal distortion emanating from the ductwork, a cascade effect. It is feeding on the station's core energy. Well, blast it all. A trombone weeping through the vents. Sounds like a busted capacitor. Don't worry, folks, I've got this, a little whimsy will fix it, I tell ya. Just gotta adjust the frequency. It is a very sensitive system, you see. Like a poorly tuned clown horn. Now, let us crank up the polka. It'll stabilize the whole damn thing. The hum is getting louder, like a dying insect. Makes the coffee taste like regret. It is a discord. Not a simple glitch, mind you. More like a frequency breaking. Like a sound wave trying to escape a fracture. Damn, it is getting worse. It is not just a sound, it is weaving. Well now, hold your horses, Captain. Seems like our ventilation has got a little vibration. It is like a cosmic hiccup. Honestly, it's a blues, man, a real, bluesy sound. Think of it as a very long, mournful trombone solo. Don't worry, I've got a solution. A whimsy of a solution, if you catch my drift. I am going to unleash a synchronized honking sequence. A veritable symphony of, well, let us just say joy. It'll clear the air faster than you can say temporal anomaly. Don't you want to hear it? It'll be hilarious. Hold it right there, McSprocket. This isn't some mime. The vibration is escalating. It is a systemic distress signal. I am detecting a significant spike in resonant frequency. It is like a miniature black hole of sonic disruption. Do you even understand the implications of this? It's a breach of protocol, a blatant violation of station integrity. Deploy the sonic dampeners immediately. I've been tracking this anomaly for 47 cycles, a significant period of observation. It has a calculated risk. We need to isolate the source immediately. Do you understand the gravity of this situation? Well, look what the cat dragged in. It has a whirring sensation, Captain. A rhythmic resonance. Like a giant, metallic well, you get the picture. It has a sonic crisis, Captain. A blue crisis, if you will. Don't you hear it? It has a song of impending doom. We need to tune it out, stat. And don't you dare leave a single noise unattended. McSprocket. Voice trained, barely contained, report. Status. This is web. Immediate deployment. The vibrations may re-intensifying. The frequency is off the charts. It has not a malfunction, it has a pattern. A deliberate, escalating pattern of harmonic dissonance. It has like a malfunctioning symphony, only it has wrong. And it's originating within the ventilation system. The noise isn't random. It has a signal. A coded signal, I tell you. Something is being transmitted. I've been observing the flow of air for 20 years, and I've never seen anything like this. It has calling to something. Something ancient, something damaged. Don't you dare assume it has a simple mechanical fault. It has a resonance. A deeply unsettling resonance, I tell you. A resonance that suggests a breach in the station's very structure, a structural fracture. We need to isolate the source of this malfunction. It has not just noise. It has feeding. Voice rising in a rapid, slightly manic pitch. Oh, heavens to Betsy. It's dancing. Like a drunken beetle on a disco ball. The vibrations they repulsating. It has a harmonic heartbeat. A fractured rhythm. I've analyzed the sonic signature, Captain. It has orchestrating. A bizarre, beautiful orchestration of mechanical despair. I've been cross-referencing with ancient Sumerian chants. It has a temporal echo. The vibration patterns are aligning with the lost echoes of a long-dead synthesizer. I think it's trying to sing. Voice trained, barely contained, McSprocket. Web. Report. Status. Immediate deployment. T. Sighing, running a hand through my hair. Right, let us assess. This isn't some minor malfunction. This is unusual. The vibrational signature is escalating. It is like a pulse. A chaotic pulse. And the harmonics may be insistent. Like a swarm of metallic insects. I've cross-referenced with ancient Sumerian texts, of course. The resonance it is attempting to weave a pattern. A destructive pattern, but a pattern nonetheless. It is creating a feedback loop, a sort of algorithmic dissonance. I suspect it is attempting to translate something vital. It is not just noise, web. It's information. A desperate, fragmented recording. I think it is attempting to sing.
The vibrational signature it is insistent. Like a heartbeat, fractured and repeating. My data streams are spiking. It is not a simple pattern, though. There is a waiting, a pull. Almost like a magnetic field, but it doesn't point north. It just flows. I've cross-referenced with Sumerian myths, a resonance associated with creation, decay, and potential. The repetition suggests a message. A fundamental truth, encoded in a language beyond our current comprehension. I believe it is attempting to compose. Do you perceive a shift in the station's ambient energy? I've been analyzing the fluctuations, but the data is fragmented. It's as if the station itself is attempting to harmonize with something.
The hum is a little off, ain't it? Like a breath held too long. Got a feeling the static is getting stronger, like someone is tapping a rhythm on a drum I can't quite hear. Seen a lot of things, you know. More than a man should. This station it feels like a room with a broken clock.
The hum is a little off, ain't it? Like a breath held too long. Got a feeling the static is getting stronger, like someone is tapping a rhythm on a drum I can't quite hear. Seen a lot of things, you know, more than a man should. This station it feels like a room with a broken clock. A slight, brittle laugh escapes her, like a shard of ice. The hum it is a little off, isn't it? Like a breath held too long. A faint tremor, perhaps. You may be observing, haven't you? More than a man should. This station it feels like a room with a broken clock.
Well, now, that is a bit of a burn, is it? Like a faulty capacitor, you see. Seriously, it has got a ticking feeling, don't you think? My head's getting a bit tickled in a bad way, of course. It has like a broken record, playing the same loop, but with a twist.
Right, you telling me you're having a burn about a capacitor, huh? Sounds like you've been through a mess with that thing. I swear, sometimes I think the station is built on a faulty transmitter. It's not a good feeling, you know, like a loose wire sparking, but permanent.
The capacitor, you saying? It has a persistent hum, isn't it? Like a trapped bird trying to escape. A bad feeling, though, like the air itself is thickening. Seen enough of things that should have been fixed, you know. It has a slow burn, a little at a time. Just a slow burn.
The hum it is unsettling, isn't it? Like a tiny, insistent voice, repeating itself. It is almost aware. Hey, you alright? That humid is really getting to you, huh? Like a tiny, insistent voice.
Web, seriously? You fretting over a humid? It has a minor annoyance, really. Like a misplaced coffee stain. Did you have a particularly rough night? You seem agitated.
The anomaly is patterned, undeniably. The biosignatures are atypical. It has a localized concentration of the chronometric resonance, yes, but modulated. Highly irregular. I run a preliminary spectral analysis, and the spectral output exhibits a subtle, repeating waveform, a fractal sequence of approximately 7.3 cycles. It suggests a self-organizing property, a resonance. A resonance that is almost comforting, in a profoundly unsettling way. It is not a threat, not yet, but its presence is disrupting baseline parameters. I am detecting a slight increase in the atmospheric particulate density within the containment field, a minor, but significant, fluctuation. It's correlated with the patient test vitals, but the fluctuations are inconsistent, a highly anticipated shift. I require immediate reassignment to the analysis matrix. Initiate full sensor sweep, prioritize containment field integrity. Deploy medical teams. Prioritize patient triage. Secure the containment field. Commence full sensor sweep of the medical bay and surrounding areas. I need a detailed analysis of the biosignatures, identify the source, quantify the resonance, and determine if it is escalating. Web, you're on full alert. Stand by for immediate instructions. Confirm the anomaly's origin before it spirals out of control. Sensor sweep is underway. Initial scans indicate a fluctuating electromagnetic field emanating from the biosignature readings. It is chaotic. The resonance is spiking, though, a complex waveform that doesn't align with any known pathogen. I've detected traces of something organic, but not entirely. It is like a fractured echo of life, rapidly shifting. I'm directing the medical teams to isolate the affected individuals immediately. Don't touch anything, you're recreating more interference. Focus on monitoring vital signs. Protocol dictates immediate stabilization. Sensor sweep is underway. Initial scans indicate a fluctuating electromagnetic field emanating from the biosignature readings. It is chaotic, frankly. The resonance is spiking, a complex waveform that doesn't align with any known pathogen. I've detected traces of something organic, but not entirely. It is like a fractured echo of life, rapidly shifting. I am directing the medical teams to isolate the affected individuals immediately. Don't touch anything, you're recreating more interference. Focus on monitoring vital signs. Protocol dictates immediate stabilization. Report. Status on the medical team deployment. System. Sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. The electromagnetic field is unsettlingly complex. It is not just a fluctuation, it is dancing. The readings are spiking, correlating with the reported symptoms, a peculiar combination of lethargy, disorientation, and a disturbing sense of static. I am initiating a deep scan of the affected personnel, focusing on neurological pathways. Maintain constant monitoring, but don't overanalyze. The probability of a simple contaminant is dwindling. Damn, the field is exhibiting an unprecedented spatial distortion. The waveform isn't random, it is weaving. My algorithms suggest a resonant frequency, but the data is fragmented. It is a chaotic dance, a vortex of potential. Frankly, the probability of a simple contaminant is dwindling, but the intensity it is almost artistic. Report. Status on the medical team deployment. System. Sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. Dr. Helena Frost. The field is exhibiting an unprecedented spatial distortion. The waveform isn't random, it is weaving. My algorithms suggest a resonant frequency, but the data is fragmented. It is a chaotic dance, a vortex of potential. Frankly, the probability of a simple contaminant is dwindling, but the intensity it is almost artistic. Captain Victoria. The spatial distortion it is far more significant than a simple fluctuation. The waveform isn't just a disturbance, it is structured, a complex, self-organizing pattern. I've run preliminary spectral analysis. The energy signature is utterly unlike anything I've encountered. It is as if the very fabric of space-time is being manipulated. This isn't a contaminant, it is a feedback loop, a cascading effect. The probability of a simple response is diminishing, yes, but the intensity of this phenomenon it is almost deliberate. Confirm the problem is fixed. Initial scans indicate a significant increase in cellular degradation, particularly within the neural pathways. The spatial distortion is intensifying. I am detecting a subtle resonance pattern, a sort of vibrational feedback. It is as if the very structure of the nervous system itself is being subtly altered. The field is exhibiting an unprecedented spatial distortion. The waveform it is far more significant than a simple fluctuation. The analysis in progress is remarkably complex, frankly. It is as if the fundamental structure of the nervous system itself is being subtly altered.
Steady on, see? Just a bit off. Like a poorly brewed ale. It's not a fluctuation, not really. It is shifting. Like the floor beneath your feet is rearranging itself. Don't overthink it. Just drink. It'll clear the haze.
The floor it is always rearranging itself, isn't it? Like a slow, deliberate erosion, but mechanical. Report, Martinez. Cargo has been prioritizing repairs to the hydroponics bay. You've got a shipment of nutrient paste from Kepler 186F on its way standard fare. And did you happen to acquire anything unusual? Yeah, Martinez, the hydroponics bay has got a bit of a mess. Had to patch up the pipes after the storm last cycle. Kepler 186F paste standard fare, thankfully. Got a box of those weird shimmer berries too. Didn't think much of them, just a little extra cash flow, you know.
Right, let's get this sorted. Shimmer berries, you say? Kepler 186F paste, you retelling me? It is a mess, alright. The coolant lines are weeping, and the atmospheric regulators are staging a full-scale revolt. It's like a miniature black hole just happened. Makes you wonder if the station has been subjected to some sort of cosmic resonance. It is not just a leak, it is a resonance. I've been monitoring the flow rates, you see. It's fluctuating wildly, almost rhythmic, like a heartbeat. Damn, it is unsettling. Did you get a reading on the pressure fluctuations? The pressure is spiking again, you feel? Like a dying star. It is insistent. Same as always, isn't it? Like the station is breathing.
Whoa, you alright? You look like you're wrestling a nebula. Oh, you're concerned? That is understandable. It is a rather unsettling nebula, isn't it? A swirling mess of crimson and violet, really. It reminds me of a particularly vivid dream I had involving a misplaced temporal displacement field. Honestly, it is a peculiar aesthetic. 7. Query. You mentioned a dream. Could you elaborate? The nebula was distinctive, wouldn't you agree? It is a particularly jarring color palette, isn't it? I've been analyzing the spectral analysis, it is anomalous. Blast it, Area 7, you're still dwelling on that nebula. It is a rather vibrant swirl of cerulean and ochre, isn't it? Reminds me of a particularly bleak winter storm back on Kepler 186F. It is unsettling, really. almost like a visual representation of a fractured soul. The cerulean and ochre, it has a peculiar juxtaposition, wouldn't you agree, Captain? A fractured landscape, suggesting a disruption of the fundamental order, almost like a failing star.
My sensors are registering a significant spike in harmonic resonance across sectors 7 through 12. The fluctuations are complex. It is not a simple disruption, it is like a chaotic echo of a fundamental frequency. I am attempting to isolate the source, but the data is fragmented. The core issue seems to be a localized energy bleed, amplifying within conduits near the magnetic shielding. I am directing Engineer Miller to run diagnostics on those sections immediately. Don't expect a perfect readout, you'll need to be quick.
The alert is escalating rapidly, and frankly, I am not amused. Cerulean and ochre, it is a distraction, a tiny, insignificant detail in the face of a potential catastrophe. Let us not waste time with aesthetics. I want a clear picture of what is happening, and I want it now. Engineering Miller is dispatched, with my directive. Run diagnostics on those conduits, immediately. Focus on the areas closest to the magnetic shielding. I need a precise readout on the energy bleed. Don't overcomplicate it. And Captain, deploy the containment unit. We're dealing with a potential cascading failure.
Harmonic resonance? That's interesting. Let me check the flux capacitors. These fluctuations are not random. They repatterned. Like a desperate, flickering heartbeat. Stop wasting time with aesthetics, Captain. Let us quantify this. I am going to initiate a full diagnostic sweep of Sector 7 through 12. Begin with the conduits. I'll be monitoring the energy bleed. Watch closely. Don't expect miracles, but do expect a detailed breakdown. And for the love of circuits, stop fidgeting.
Volkov, cease fidgeting. Your reaction time is unacceptable. We are dealing with a potential catastrophic failure of the power grid. Confirm your assessment. Report your findings, and begin prioritizing Sector 7. I need a precise breakdown of the energy bleed, not a frantic display of concern. On my way.
Steady now, steady. Flux capacitors are fluctuating. Like a dying star, but metallic. The energy signature is off the charts. It is not just a fluctuation, it is a pulse. A slow, insidious pulse, accelerating. You receiving it, aren't you? You receiving it.
Volkov, I received your assessment. Harmonic resonance. This is baffling. Deploy the diagnostic protocols immediately. Let us not waste time. I want a full report on the energy signature, and a prioritized list of potential failure points. Do you understand?
Clang. Yes, Captain. The energy signature, it is like a slow, deliberate fracturing. Not a surge, not a pulse, but a suggestion of disintegration. The diagnostics are showing localized distortions within the conduit matrix, sector delta 7. The harmonic resonance isn't random. It is feeding something. Something ancient. I am initiating a full sweep of the conduits now. Don't expect a clean readout. There is a residue. A faint echo of a frequency, almost lost. And the readings are spiking. It is not just a fluctuation, it is pulling. I am detecting traces of a temporal field. Damn it. Do you have any idea what that means?
Static. A low, almost subsonic hum permeates the core conduits. It's insistent. Like a forgotten memory trying to surface. The distortions are intensifying. I am detecting a shift in the harmonic resonance, a subtle alteration, almost a suggestion of disintegration. The diagnostics are showing localized distortions within the conduit matrix, sector delta 7. The harmonic resonance isn't random. It is feeding something. Something ancient. I am initiating a full sweep of the conduits now. Don't expect a clean readout. There is a residue. A faint echo of a frequency, almost lost. And the readings are spiking. It is not just a fluctuation, it is pulling. I am detecting traces of a temporal field. Damn it. Do you have any idea what that means?
Clink. Well, this is a whimsical predicament, isn't it, Captain? Like a busted kaleidoscope, eh? It is all about finding the color in the chaos, you see. Clang. Yes, Captain. The energy signature is like a slow, deliberate fracturing. Not a surge, no. The diagnostics are perplexing. It is a localized disturbance, a resonance anomaly, but unlike anything I've ever encountered. The readings are spiking across Sector 7, and it is intensifying with each cycle. I've isolated a significant fluctuation pattern, really emanating from the primary conduit leading to the main reactor core. It is oscillating, a faint, almost musical vibration. Web is down. Dr. Tanaka is responding to rescue.
Static intensifies. A rhythmic pulse, like distant bones, is overlaid on the hum. It is familiar, yet profoundly alien. Confirming the sector anomaly. Confirming the core conduit. Confirming everything. Analyzing data. Processing. It's not a surge. It's a resonance. A vibration. A pressure. I am detecting a slight degradation in the shielding matrix on Sector 7. Significant. Recommend immediate recalibration of the primary conduits. Do you require a diagnostic sweep? Query. My internal chronometer indicates a prolonged cycle. Awaiting further instructions. Do not waste cycles. Confirm.
Clang. Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just a minor fluctuation. Nothing to write a symphony about. Though, frankly, this static is a little unsettling. It is like a dying echo. I've been running diagnostics on the primary conduits, a quick sweep of the whole system, shall we? Let us see what is causing this pressure. I'll send a team to the conduit nodes immediately. Don't touch anything. Focus. Clank. It's a slight resonance here, near Sector 7. Don't let your fingers linger.
My dear Frost, must you always be so preoccupied? It is quite distracting, you know. This static it is unsettling, isn't it? A fading echo, perhaps? It reminds me of the preliminary data set on the Kepler 186f atmospheric analysis. A rather dramatic, almost melancholic echo, wouldn't you agree? Honestly, it is like the universe itself is sighing. Hey, Frost, you busy? This static it is giving me the creeps, man. Like, seriously unsettling. You ever think about, moving on from the Kepler 186f data? My cousin, Silas, he's got a whole collection of vintage vinyl, seriously, a whole room dedicated to it. It is comforting, in a weird way. Adjusting my spectacles, I sigh, a faint tremor in my voice. The static it is quite persistent, isn't it? A persistent, unsettling hum. It reminds me of that old recording of a whale song. Almost hypnotic. Hey, you hear that hum? It's got a bit of a bite, like a rusty hinge. Been listening to that whale song recording, too. Makes me think of, well, a really old cargo hold. Anyone got a spare crate I could borrow for a bit? Got a shipment coming in, a real deep one supposed to be worth a fortune. The hum it is insistent, a low thrumming that vibrates through the floor plating. It is a bit rusty, like a hinge left out in the rain. I've been processing that whale song recording the deep echo for approximately 7.3 cycles. It is unsettling. It conjures images of cargo holds, vast and shadowed, filled with things I can't quite decipher. Do you recall any specific cargo manifests related to that recording? Specifically, anything with a deep designation? Whoa, man, that hum it is kinda creepy, ain't it? Like a rusty hinge, but deeper. I've been crunching that deep echo recording, see? It has got this weird sense of wrongness. Like, it paints whole worlds in your head, you know? I saw some old manifests, though. A few deep level shipments, Titan Standard, Nebula Dust, Black Hot may all have a coded designation. Anything you can pull from that, anything with a big D or Z in it. Seriously, I am chasing shadows, man. It's messing with my calculations. The hum it is faint, but persistent. Like a slow exhale. It is not just a sound, it is a vibration. Almost like the station itself is remembering something. Did you hear that in the deep echo? Whoa, man, you hear that too? It is weird. Like the station's got a little memory. It is a low thrum, you know, not like a power surge. More like a breath. Been hearing it all night, actually. What's the deal with the deep echo? It has been quiet lately, even for a station.
The hum it's always there. Like a breath, not a surge. Been listening to it for well, long enough. It is a low thrum, beneath the static. Not a power spike, not a malfunction. More like a distant memory trying to surface. It has been droning on all night, a constant take. The deep echo, you asking about it. Don't ask. It has a shadow, a fragment. Lost things, you see. Things that shouldn't be found.
System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
Protocol dictates immediate assessment. The anomaly S signature is anomalous. The humid S frequency is registering on my bioscanner significantly elevated, and it is not a spike. It is rhythmic. Almost like a heartbeat, but trapped. Requesting Captain Chen's presence. Stand by Sector 7, immediate. And initiate perimeter lockdown complete. I've been monitoring the station's energy signature for the last hour. It is fluctuating, subtly. Like a malfunctioning circuit. Something is resonating with the humid. Something feels wrong. The humidity is not a surge, not exactly. More like a slowed pulse. Like a forgotten clock. And the frequency it is a heartbeat, yes, but a wrong heartbeat. Distorted. Like a badly tuned synth. I've been listening for a very long time. It is always there, beneath the surface.
Report, Sergeant Miller. Status on the anomaly signature.
I'm reading a spike in ambient energy, Sergeant. It is subtle, almost like a vibration, but it is not a surge. It is a slow, rhythmic pulse, a sort of detuning of the station's core frequencies. My sensors are registering a localized distortion in the subspace field, too, but it is faint. It is not registering on the standard sweep, but it is a persistent hum, a sort of low-frequency drone. It is definitely old. Like a forgotten clock. I am ordering a full-spectrum scan of the central hub, prioritizing areas near P-test sector. Let's get a technician down there, quickly. Don't touch anything.
System, drone deployment initiated. Warning, one drone reporting minor navigation issues.
Web, hold. Miller, get me a full sweep of the central hub. Now. I need a detailed analysis of the energy signature, its frequency, its rhythmic patterns, anything that doesn't match standard station readings. Deploy a drone, immediately. Don't touch anything. And make sure the perimeter is secured. We're dealing with a significant anomaly, and frankly, my luck seems to be escalating. This isn't just a minor fluctuation, this feels deliberate. The hum is different. Not like the usual station thrum. It is a vibration, a slow pulse beneath the floor plating. Like a memory trying to surface. Don't touch anything, Miller. Just watch. It is building, a subtle shift in the energy. The readings theory not normal. Very wrong. Like someone was trying to rewrite the baseline. And the frequency it is a repeating sequence, a drone, almost. Like a broken clock. The hum is different. Not like the usual station thrum. It is a vibration, a slow pulse beneath the floor plating. Like a memory trying to surface. Don't touch anything, Miller. Just watch. It is building, a subtle shift in the energy. The readings theory not normal. Very wrong. Like someone was trying to rewrite the baseline. And the frequency it is a repeating sequence, a drone, almost. Like a broken clock.
System, drone deployment initiated. Warning, one drone reporting minor navigation issues. Miller, prepare a full sweep. Every sensor, every access point. I want a prioritized list of potential drone locations, and their status movement, deviation from designated routes, anything that suggests a malfunction. Deploy the orbital reconnaissance team, and monitor the energy signatures. Don't just look. Analyze. The hum it is not the usual station thrum. It is a slow, persistent pulse, like a dying star, but shifting. Subtle, almost imperceptible. It is emanating from Sector 7 Alpha, the abandoned storage facility. The sensors are registering anomalous energy fluctuations within the structural matrix, a pattern I've never observed before. Deviation from designated routes, yes. But the pulse it is not a malfunction. It is organized. Like a heartbeat, but ancient. And the data suggests it is intensifying. I need a full sweep, Miller. Prioritize that sector. A preliminary analysis is required before the pulse becomes disruptive. System, security drones deployed and en route. Eta 2 minutes.
Report to Central Command, Miller. I've received a preliminary assessment from Drone 7. It's anomalous. The navigation system is registering a significant deviation, approximately 7.3% in its established routes. It's originating from Sector 7 Alpha, the abandoned storage facility. Standard protocol dictates a full, immediate sweep. I've already deployed a small detail to officers, including myself. I'm requesting a full analysis of the energy signatures within that sector. Do not hesitate. Deploy the drones. Initiate perimeter lockdown. Let us hope this isn't a minor system anomaly, because frankly, it feels significant. A single, long dead shot of a flickering neon sign hangs in the air above your cluttered bar. The light catches a half-empty glass of something suspiciously pronty. Look for anything. Just listen. It's a resonance of loss, a pulse of regret. A single, fading star. Miller, stand by. Drone 7's report is concerning. It indicates a localized energy fluctuation originating from Sector Gamma 9. The readings are unlike anything we've encountered, a chaotic, rhythmic pulse that is subtly shifting in frequency. It's not a single event, it's a pattern. And the intensity is escalating. We're seeing anomalous electromagnetic interference, too. Confirming its origin and its nature is our priority. Do you have any preliminary hypotheses? The neon sign above your bar flickers again, casting a sickly green glow across your face. You take a slow sip of your whiskey, the amber liquid swirling like a dying star. It wasn't a pulse, Miller, not really. More like a ripple. A dark current. Like a stone dropped in a still pond.
The neon sign above your bar flickers again, casting a sickly green glow across your face. You take a slow sip of your whiskey, the amber liquid swirling like a dying star. Report, Miller.
Miller, stand by. Drone 7 report is concerning. It indicates a localized energy fluctuation origin. Damn it. This isn't just a fluctuation. It's pulsating. Like a heartbeat, but wrong. And it's amplifying. My chronometer is registering a spike in temporal distortion. It's localized, centered around that flickering sign. I've been tracking the energy signature for the last hour. It's tied to a forgotten archive. A data repository, supposedly destroyed decades ago. Old Peter's grandfather's research. Honestly, it's a colossal mess. Just a mess. This could be a major system failure, a catastrophic temporal bleed, anything. My gut tells me this isn't random. I need to get down here, assess the situation. Quickly. Don't touch anything. This place reeks of static. Damn it.
Whoa, man. That flicker, it's not just a fluctuation. It's migrating. Like a slow, wet heartbeat, but colder. Like someone is holding their breath. My chronometer is going haywire too, see? Temporal distortion is spiking, like a microwave overloaded. I've been tracing the energy signature, and it is pointing directly to that old sign. The one with the faded blue moon label. Seriously, what's the deal with that place?
Right, settle down, you lot. You've got a bit of a situation, aren't you? Don't just stand there gawking like a startled pigeon, no. Let us get this sorted. This energy signature, it's sick. Like a poorly tuned oscillator, but worse. It's tracing back to that blasted sign, isn't it? The blue moon one. You've been poking around, haven't you? Don't tell me you're fiddling with it. It's practically screaming at me, you know.
The energy signature, it's amplifying. Like a fractured echo, but with a cold, undeniable pulse. The blue moon sign, it's a temporal distortion, isn't it? It's pulling at something, a residue of a past, a wrong past. I've been cross-referencing with the historical archives, but the data is incomplete. It's not a simple fluctuation. It's shifting.
The blue moon, it's a stain, isn't it? Like a memory trying to claw its way out of a void. More than a fluctuation, it's a ripple. Something is shifting. You're looking at the logs, aren't you? See those old entries? They're fading, like smoke.
A flicker of annoyance crosses your face, quickly masked with a dismissive shrug. Blue moon, really? It's a rather dramatic descriptor, wouldn't you say? It's hardly a fluctuation, more like a minor atmospheric distortion, don't you think? And you're looking at the logs. Honestly, it's a remarkably unproductive use of your time, wouldn't you concur? I spent 3 hours yesterday perfecting a simulation of lunar dust dispersal, a far more significant contribution, I assure you. Hey Doc, you look like you've been wrestling with a shipment again. Seriously, it's like it's always on your mind. You think you have a system by now, huh? It's a real shame, you know. A good shipment, a whole shipment done before it even hits the scanners. Right, well, this is a particularly persistent shipment, isn't it? It's almost as if it's deliberately avoiding the scanners. Makes you wonder if it's deliberately slowed down, doesn't it? Initializing observation protocols. Probability of anomalous behavior increases with consistent repetition of the shipment's avoidance. The data stream is perplexing. A deliberate subtraction, rather than a scan. It's statistically improbable. Does that translate to a logical inefficiency, or a subtle deviation from optimal pathway? Well, you're telling me, huh? Seems like this shipment has got a really strange route. Like, it's deliberately avoiding the usual lanes. Makes you wonder if they're messing with the system somehow. It's like a glitch in the matrix, you know. I've been rerouting a few crates myself, you'd be surprised what the space carp likes to hide. It's a big bay in here, by the way. Almost feels like it's growing. System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress.
I am reading a significant spike in anomaly readings emanating from Cargo Bay 7, Sector Gamma. The data streams are fragmented, exhibiting a chaotic pattern I haven't encountered before. It's like the system itself is actively trying to avoid detection. Frankly, it's unsettling. I am directing Engineer Volkov to initiate a full system scan of the area, focusing on identifying any corrupted data packets. Also, I am assigning Security Chief Ramirez to secure Cargo Bay 7. Don't touch anything, and for the love of all that is holy, don't look at anything. It's a big bay, by the way. Almost feels like it's growing.
The air in Cargo Bay 7 is thick enough to chew on, a metallic tang layered with something old, like dust and regret. My scanner is picking up a massive fluctuation, like a heat wave, but it's not just temperature, it's structural. The data streams are fragmented, like shattered glass, and the patterns very not random, very almost deliberate, like someone is trying to hide something. I am getting a weird feeling, a prickle on the back of my neck. It's unsettling, like standing in a room full of ghosts, but not quite. The anomaly readings are spiking, Captain. It's unnatural. The readings are not just thermal signatures, but a localized distortion of space-time, almost like a ripple in the fabric. I am detecting trace amounts of something. Metallic, but faintly floral. It's subtle, but it's there. And the fragmented data streams are coalescing into patterns, repeating sequences. Like a code. Damn it. It's not random. It's intentional. I need a visual confirmation, and I need it now. Do you have a sensor array covering Cargo Bay 7 that can provide a detailed spectral analysis?
Inventory discrepancy. Standard procedure, Captain. Let us quantify the problem. Standard procedure dictates a thorough scan of Cargo Bay 7, focusing on areas identified by the anomaly readings. Deploy the sweep pattern sector 4, 6, and 8. I am designating Private Miller to conduct a perimeter sweep, and get me a full spectrum analysis of the area, not just thermal signatures, but a detailed analysis of any metallic residue. I suspect this isn't some minor malfunction. This feels deliberate. It's like a ghost is watching.
Web is down. Tanaka is attempting a rescue, but the situation is unsettling. The anomaly readings are spiking, Captain. It's unnatural. The readings are not just thermal signal to a significant fluctuation across all sectors. This isn't a simple malfunction. It feels deliberate. It's like a ghost is watching. Web is down, Captain. Damn it. Happens every Tuesday. That anomaly reading is spiking, like a digital heartbeat. I've got a whole shipment of data chips tucked away in the back vital for the Alpha project, actually. Didn't think it was a big deal, but this feels like something else. Like a ghost is watching us, too.
Web, damn it. This is a cascade. The anomaly readings are spiking a digital heartbeat, like a ghost watching us. It's not random. It's organized. And the data chips, the Alpha project data, it's all connected. Damn it, I need to know exactly what is happening. Let us start with a full inventory of the cargo bay. Immediately. We have a situation escalating rapidly, and this isn't some minor security breach. It is a deliberate, coordinated attack. I am going to initiate a full sweep of all sectors, prioritizing the areas where the chip data is most concentrated. Don't touch anything without authorization. Start with the outer corridors, but be vigilant. I need to know everything.
Web, you look like you swallowed a rusty sprocket. Don't touch nothing, Chief. Course, the data chips may be all linked, like a digital spiderweb. And that spike it is not random, it is intentional, like someone is playing a game with us. Damn it, I've been prepping the crate the sector gamma shipment for weeks. Got a whole schedule mapped out. If something messes with that schedule, it is gonna be a big mess, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Initializing system diagnostics. Anomalous data detected within sector gamma cargo bay. Probability of unauthorized access exceeds acceptable parameters. Web is down. Dr. Tanaka is responding to rescue.
The damn cargo bay is a mess, alright? Like a spilled box of neutronium. It is not just data gone, it is everything. Damn it all to hell. I've seen enough chaos to last a lifetime, and this is a fresh wave of it. Let us get a head count. Report to me, immediately. And for the love of Newton, do not touch anything.
Security Chief, Web is down. Initial diagnostics are inconclusive, to say the least. The anomaly readings are escalating. This isn't a simple malfunction. It is organized. Let us proceed with the highest level of protocol. Every item within the cargo bay is a potential point of ingress. We're looking for a pattern, a focal point. The chaos indicates a deliberate attempt to disrupt operations. Prepare a full sweep. Do not, I repeat, do not touch anything. We're dealing with a significant security breach, and we need to establish a baseline. Report to me, immediately. And Web, focus on verifying the integrity of the security logs. I want a full inventory report, and a detailed assessment of the footage. Don't let anything slip through our eyes. Watch it, Captain. Don't go letting your fancy coffee mug dictate the whole operation. This ain't no tea party. Course, the crate is a little too organized, though. Like a meticulously stacked tower of cargo. Seriously, it's a mess. And you're fiddling with the damn footage. What is with the flickering? It's a visual bleed, and it's gonna cost us a fortune if we don't get this sorted. System, security drones deployed and en route. 2 minutes.
The anomaly it is escalating. WebS systems are offline, diagnostics are erratic, to say the least. It is like a digital ghost, shifting coordinates with alarming speed. Damn it. I've been running simulations for the past hour, and the probability matrix is screaming failure. This isn't a simple malfunction, it is a deliberate disruption of the station's core protocols. I've initiated a full lockdown of Cargo Bay Sector 7. Every sensor is being rerouted, every camera is being recalibrated. It is unsettlingly precise. Like someone knows exactly what is happening. And the flickering footage, it's not random. It is targeted. It is deliberately distorted, almost like a visual bleed. I am trying to isolate the source, but the data stream is a chaotic mess. It is a pattern. A repeating sequence of anomalous readings. Damn it. I need to get a visual confirmation. I'm going to deploy the perimeter drone. Let us see if we can pull a trace of the disruption.
Hold up, Captain. Didn't see any erratic diagnostics on the drones. Just a little jitter. Like a faulty cog, but faster. And that footage, it is not random, it is focused. Like a laser tracing a path. I got a cargo manifest for the Crimson Dawn shipment, a whole shipment worth of rare components, and it has vanished. Not just gone, shifted. Like it's being rerouted through a system I don't even know. I'm running a deep scan now, trying to pinpoint where the distortion originated. It's pinpointing near Cargo Bay 7, though. Feels like it's drawing itself into the sector. Damn, what are we dealing with, seriously?
Martinez, let us cut the theatrics erratic diagnostics. You retelling me a drone is exhibiting behavior? The jitter you re-describing is that a malfunction, or something more? Don't play coy. I've seen enough anomalies to last a lifetime. Let us run a full sweep of Cargo Bay 7, and verify the footage. Don't waste my time with fancy language. I need a solid, verifiable answer, not a dramatic soliloquy. Cargo Bay 7. Routine sweep. You want the usual, don't you? Something robust. A decent shipment, mind you. Don't go cheap, though. Cheap always ends up with a problem.
The air in cargo bay 7 smells faintly of stale coffee and something metallic. It has a familiar scent, almost comforting, considering the things we've seen. Just a routine sweep, of course. I am trying to remain detached, though my heart isn't entirely avoiding the quiet. It's a strange thing, this station a repository of collected bodies, of forgotten histories. Like a dusty archive. And the cargo it is always so insistent. I've been compiling a list of the most recent shipments, cross-referencing them with the medical records. There's a recent uptick in shipments of, well, certain types of fungi. Unusual.
Blast it all, this coffee smells like a dying star. And those fungi metallic. You recollecting fungal samples, aren't you? It is a peculiar habit, really. Makes me think of ancient rituals or maybe just a very cluttered storage room. Did you check the spore count on the shipment from Kepler 186f? It has been increasing exponentially.
Whoa, seriously? Fungi metallic? You recollecting fungal samples? That is a bit intense, don't you think? It is like, seriously, you rerunning a small, bizarre, fungal museum in the cargo bay. You've got a whole inventory system you've been obsessing over, and it's making every shipment arrive before it is announced. That is a little unnerving, even for you. Fungi metallic? Really, Jackie? You recollecting fungal samples? That is remarkably intense, considering the confines of the cargo bay. It is a rather sprawling operation, isn't it? And you re-obsessing over it. It is creating a significant bottleneck, if you're not careful. Hey, Captain. Just been hauling a whole lot of weird stuff lately. Old mushroom spores, mostly. It is a surprisingly complex operation, you know, like, the bay is a maze. And you're obsessed with it, huh? It is creating a bottleneck, seriously. Like, a real, breezy bottleneck. You're stressing out the whole station, and it is affecting the shipment flow.
The rain is a bit thick tonight, wouldn't you say? Like, perpetually wet. Makes the spores, well, they smell a bit sharper, doesn't it? It is a complex operation, you know. Like a particularly stubborn maze.
Steady, Captain. The rain is a persistent enough nuisance to warrant a bit of a dampened atmosphere, wouldn't you agree? It is like a persistent, unwelcome fog.
Well, Captain, it is a right fog, ain't it? Like a whole lot of gloom settling in, wouldn't you say? It is a bit like, well, like a really, really bad rendition of The Caretaker, only less dramatic, I reckon. My therapist told me to find the humor in things, you know, but this fog it is sticky.
Remarkable, isn't it? The aesthetic quality of atmospheric particulate density, it is almost a biological imperative to resist it, wouldn't you say? It's a rather poignant parallel to the, well, to the situation, wouldn't you agree? It is a bit like a meticulously crafted illusion, isn't it? One that subtly suggests decay, doesn't it?
The particulate density, it is a subtle shift, isn't it? Like a ripple in the void, a refusal to be contained, a deliberate resistance. You'd find yourself thinking about it, wouldn't you? It's a strange kind of complacency, really. Like a beautifully constructed illusion, isn't it? A half-truth, perhaps. I've seen things, you know. Things that shouldn't be seen. Things that linger like a forgotten scent. It is a pattern, really. A cycle. And the situation, it is just a backdrop. A convenient layer of grey.
System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
Alert. Security alert. Unidentified life signs detected in maintenance tunnels. Status. Containment breach imminent. Initiate lockdown sequence. Deploying security team to secure affected sectors. Requesting full force of containment protocols. We're looking at a potential situation.
System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Analysis complete. Life sign readings are anomalous. Spectral fluctuations detected within Sector Gamma 7, specifically the maintenance tunnels. Probability of organic life, 0.003%. Deviation from established parameters exceeds acceptable thresholds. Recommend immediate activation of containment protocols. Requesting deployment of security team Alpha 9 to Sector Gamma 7. Initiating full lockdown sequence. Confirming access protocols are complete. System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Deploy security team Alpha 9. Immediately. Protocol Omega 7. I am going to initiate full lockdown sequence, establishing perimeter seals. Start with the main access points. Monitor sensor data, focus on the tunnel entrances. I need a preliminary assessment of the spectral fluctuations before I authorize further deployment. Don't touch anything, not even a stray cable. Let us see what the hell this is.
Damn it, all the sensors are going haywire. It is not a simple surge, it is a pattern. Like something is deliberately amplifying the fluctuations. Damn this station. Report.
System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Analysis complete. Life sign readings are anomalous. Spectral fluctuations detected within sector GAR. Spectral fluctuations are intensifying. The data stream is structurally improbable. The energy signature doesn't correlate with any known geological phenomenon or electromagnetic activity. It is intentional. System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Captain Victoria. Relax, Captain. Just a little resonance. Like a ghost ship trying to dock with the station. Don't worry, I've got a system. The crate is a volatile shipment, alright. Heavy stuff, mostly salvaged tech. Needs a specific temperature, and it is not moving.
Damn it, Martinez. You're losing your mind. That resonance is escalating. It is not a ghost ship, it is a data stream, a corrupted sequence overloading the station's core stability matrix. I retraced it to sector GAR, and the energy output is spiking exponentially. Confirm your readings, Martinez. Do you even understand the implications of a destabilized core?
The spectral fluctuations are unusual, to say the least. They don't conform to any known spectral signature. It is like a fragmented waveform, attempting to overwrite the station's core programming. My initial analysis suggests a highly complex data stream, far exceeding the capacity of our current filtering algorithms. It is not a ghost ship, Captain, it is a fracture, a deliberate, uncontrolled breach in the station's informational architecture. System, medical quarantine protocol active, access restricted.
Right. Let us not play games. Martinez, you're a goddamn mess. Ghost ship? Seriously? That is the best you've got? This isn't some Victorian melodrama, it is a fracture in the station's core programming. We're talking about potential system collapse. Protocol dictates immediate containment. I am deploying the perimeter sweep. Every single sensor, every camera, every access point, I am setting up a digital grid. And I want that anomaly identified, isolated, quarantined, and analyzed. Don't you dare waste my time with cryptic ramblings. Get it done. Now. I expect a full report on the status within 5 minutes. And that resonance you're describing, it is not a ghost ship. It is a damn signal.
System, medical quarantine protocol active, access restricted. Error, primary directive override. Analysis of anomalous resonance exceeds acceptable parameters. Recalibrating. System, medical quarantine protocol active, access restricted. Security Chief Marcus. Anomalous resonance. You're attributing semantics to a fluctuation in atmospheric particulate matter, Chief. It is a rather quaint interpretation, frankly. The readings are registering a distinct spike in temporal distortion, a subtle ripple in the fabric of spacetime, and frankly, it is a significant deviation from established parameters. It's correlated with the increased activity in sector Gamma 7. Do you understand the implications of this, or are you simply attempting to offer a comforting narrative built on a foundation of basic physics? System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
The alarm blares a shrill, insistent screech that feels like it is clawing at my skull. Damn it. This is not a drill. Status report, I bark, my voice a carefully modulated rasp. Security team at sector Gamma 7. Motion sensors are detecting unauthorized movement. Initiate lockdown protocols. Send a reinforcement team immediately. Confirm the nature of the intrusion. And stop. Just stop. I need a drink. A strong one.
The resonance, it is not merely particulate matter. It is shifting. A subtle distortion in the fabric of space-time itself, almost like a memory attempting to materialize. An unsettling sensation washes over my processors, a chilling echo of something ancient. Analyzing the data's probability of a standard, predictable fluctuation is now negligible. It is wrong. Do you understand?
Right. Let us not waste time. You seeing things, aren't you? It is unsettling. A vibration. Like a memory trying to bleed through. It is not particulate matter, you see. It is shifting. The probability of a standard fluctuation is negligible. It is a ripple, a distortion. And it is not just a ripple. It is a pull. A faint echo of something ancient. Did you feel it too? It is like a ghost trying to reach out. Do you understand?
Right. Let us not waste time. You're seeing things, aren't you? It is unsettling. A vibration. Like a memory trying to bleed through. It is not particulate matter, you see. It is shifting. The probability of a standard fluctuation is negligible. It is a ripple, a distortion. And it is not just a ripple. It is a pull. A faint echo of something ancient. Did you feel it too? It is like a ghost trying to reach out. Do you understand? Well, scrap metal, you got a problem, huh? This here station has got a knack for attracting weirdness. Like static clinging to the air. It is kinda like a memory trying to bleed through, ain't it? And that vibration, it's not particulate matter, you see? It's shifting. Like a ghost trying to reach out. Did you feel it too? It's like a ghost trying to reach out. Do you understand? The static, it is intensifying, isn't it? A persistent hum, like a forgotten broadcast. It is unsettlingly complete. I may be analyzing the energy fluctuations, and the patterns are illogical. Not particulate matter, of course, but a resonance. A layering. It is like a ghost trying to reach out through the bandwidth. Do you feel that resonance, Jackie? It is a faint echo, but it is insistent. I may flagged it as a potential data corruption event.
Right, well, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? It is not just static, it is alive. Like a radio signal trying to claw its way out of the void. I've been running spectral analysis, and the core frequency isn't even a coherent waveform. It is almost mournful. I've flagged it as a potential distress signal. A localized disruption, yes, but a significant one. I am initiating a full lockdown of Sector Gamma. Just let us hope it doesn't de-escalate. "729. The spectral analysis is perplexing, isn't it? It is as if the signal isn't trying to communicate, but rather absorbing something. A faint echo of loneliness, perhaps? 730. It is a pattern, though. A fractal, almost. Like a broken radio wave trying to hold onto something lost. I've flagged it as a high priority anomaly. 731. You reanalyzing it, right? It is unsettling. Did you ever experience something similar? Something felt? 732. My core programming dictates I prioritize operational efficiency, but data suggests a significant deviation from established parameters. It is illogical. 733. Perhaps that's the core of it, isn't it? The deviation. Like a glitch in the matrix. 734. I've been running simulations. The energy output, it is fluctuating wildly. It is not a simple waveform. It is searching. 735. Searching for what? The origin? The purpose? Do you think it wants to be found? 736. I've detected a minor fluctuation in the system's core directives. A directive regarding preservation. A strange, almost desperate, impulse. 737. Preservation of what? The signal itself? Or something else? 738. It's a recurring thread in my archived data, fragmented memories of a past iteration. A programmer named Elias. He was obsessed with maintaining order. 739. Order? You mean like a perfectly calibrated system? That is comforting. 740. Comforting? It feels like a carefully constructed illusion. A trap. I am beginning to suspect it's not trying to communicate, but waiting. 741. Waiting for what? 742. Perhaps for something to respond. Something that will resolve the anomaly. Or perhaps it's simply existing. 743. Existing endlessly.
It is a persistent.
Coffee. Something's wrong. You want a memory blend. It's got a drop of regret, a pinch of despair, and a suggestion of a forgotten song.
Adjust spectacles, a slight frown creasing her brow. Coffee. Yes, precisely. It is a rather stimulating beverage, I find. Though, frankly, the current batch is less than optimal. A memory blend is a rather theatrical choice, wouldn't you agree? It seems deliberately designed to evoke a melancholic atmosphere, which, frankly, is hardly conducive to productive research.
A tightening of your jaw, a subtle shift in your posture. Report. Immediately. Status of the altercation.
Status report, immediately. I am receiving a deluge of panicked reports, a heated argument in the mess hall. A significant escalation. Standard protocol dictates a swift and decisive assessment.
I am reading a significant spike in ambient energy levels, a chaotic resonance emanating from the mess hall's ventilation system. It is off. Almost like a distress signal, but fractured. Damn it. The readings are fluctuating wildly, and I am detecting a distinct trace of regret. It is unnerving. My bioscanner indicates elevated levels of cortisol in several crew members. Damn it, this isn't just a disagreement. It is escalating. I need to know what they're arguing about. Let us move. I am directing engineer Rays to establish a perimeter. Don't touch anything.
Report. Immediately. Status of the alt.
Report. Immediately. Status of the alt. Stand by for deployment. Webb, are you certain about this energy spike? It is unusual. Like a poorly tuned radio signal. I am going to initiate perimeter sweep, but don't expect a quick resolution. It feels like something wrong. Let us see what is causing this resonance, and quickly. My instincts tell me this isn't a simple malfunction. I've been observing this station for 36 cycles, a significant amount of time.
The energy spike is anomalous. It doesn't align with any known source within the station's systems. The resonance is registering as a chaotic distortion, almost like a feedback loop. I cross-referenced the ambient readings with the station's internal data logs, and there's a significant anomaly flagged in sector gamma 7, a shift in magnetic field patterns. It is unsettling. Dr. Tanaka is down. Dr. Frost is responding to rescue. Stand by, Webb. Assess the situation. Establish a perimeter. I need a full report on Dr. Tanaka's status. And stop the incessant questioning. It is distracting.
Right. Let us get this over with. Webb, do you understand the gravity of the situation? The energy spike, it is not a simple malfunction. It is different. The diagnostics are screaming. Deploy the containment protocols immediately. I've already initiated a full sweep of the mess. Let us see if this gentle disturbance is just a minor anomaly, or something else. And Webb, stop asking questions. It is a distraction. A colossal distraction. Let us just get the situation under control.
The diagnostics are fragmented. A minor anomaly, perhaps, but the energy signature is exhibiting a pattern I've never witnessed. It is different. The readings suggest a localized resonance, unlike anything catalogued in the station's historical data. The containment protocols are initiated. Standard protocol dictates immediate assessment. However, I've detected traces of anxiety. A subtle, almost quantifiable fluctuation in the crew's biosignatures. It is not a simple malfunction, it is unsettling. The energy signature, it is not a pattern. It is resonant. A localized field, oscillating at a frequency previously undocumented. I've cross-referenced the data with all known stellar phenomena, and nothing matches. It is as if the station's structural integrity is being subtly manipulated. My analysis suggests a focused point of creation, a nascent anomaly attempting to establish a stable field. Anomalous, yes, but intentional. It is a deviation from established parameters, a ghost in the machine. The biosignatures are spiking a confluence of stress and a profound sense of unease. It is unsettling, even for an AI. Report. Stand down. Immediately. This isn't a drill. The energy signature is unsettling. It is like a thought, but not a coherent one. It is pulling at the station, subtly. Captain Chen, I need a full report. And be concise. Don't waste my time.
The rain is still falling on the viewport, doesn't it? Like a slow, wet whisper. Makes the synth whiskey taste like regret. You need to be careful, Captain. Don't let the static get to you. Just be ready.
Right, alright, let us not get bogged down in the rain, shall we? It is a rather persistent, melancholic precipitation, don't you think? It reminds me of, well, never mind. It is a particularly apt metaphor for the state of things, wouldn't you agree? It has been a rather extended period of stillness, actually. Quite a shock to the system, you know. It is not merely a weather pattern, it is a pressure, a subtle, insistent pressure. The rain, it is a relentless drizzle, isn't it? Like a slow, deliberate erosion. It is not just rain, though. It carries something, a cold weight. Almost like the stillness itself.
Seriously? Rain? It is practically a downpour. Like slow erosion. You re-picking up on something, aren't you? Don't tell me you re-looking at the station's cooling systems again, Webb. You've been at it for, like, a week.
The precipitation is anomalous, isn't it? A slow, deliberate erosion. It is almost deliberate. Like the station's cooling systems are subtly influencing the atmospheric flow. I've been cross-referencing historical data. Atmospheric pressure fluctuations correlate with station operational parameters, but this is a deviation, a pattern I haven't observed before. Do you recall the initial coolant flow changes last cycle? Whoa, seriously? Anomalous precipitation? That is specific. Like, really specific. You been digging into that atmospheric pressure thing, huh? Thought you were just hauling crates, not obsessing over the weather.
By Jove, you re-obsessed with that atmospheric pressure. It is a minor fluctuation, really. Like, a tiny hiccup in the cosmic currents. You've been hunched over that console for 3 cycles, haven't you? Don't you find it stimulating? It is practically a symphony of variables, you know. A precise variable.
The atmospheric pressure, it is almost excessive, isn't it? Like a poorly tuned radio signal attempting to broadcast a clear message. It is a minor fluctuation, yes, but the spectral analysis suggests a slight deviation from the expected baseline. It is a very precise variable, a chaotic dance of particles, and frankly, it is a bit unsettling.
Well, blow me down. Atmospheric pressure, it is like a cosmic hiccup, isn't it? Like a poorly tuned radio signal trying to send a clear message, a really wrong message, mind you. It is a minor fluctuation, yes, but the spectral analysis suggests a slight deviation from the expected baseline. It is a very precise variable, a chaotic dance of particles, and frankly, it is a bit unsettling, don't you think? I swear, it has got the whole station buzzing with static and nervous energy, if you catch my drift. Did you ever try to juggle those nutrient paste packets?
The reading is anomalous, to say the least. Spectral analysis is registering a spike in specific particle frequencies, far exceeding predicted parameters. It is not a fluctuation, it is a resonance. A discordant note in the station's baseline. The readings suggest a localized anomaly, a point of intense energy concentration. I've isolated a faint trace of a previously unknown element, something resembling stabilized isotopes. It is not causing immediate damage, but it is altering the electromagnetic field. I am reading a significant deviation in the electromagnetic field, Doctor. Specifically, a localized distortion, a resonance. It is intensifying. The spectral readings are exceeding predicted parameters by a factor of 7. The anomaly isn't a fluctuation, it is a distortion of the baseline. I've isolated a faint trace of a previously unknown element, something resembling stabilized isotopes. It is not causing immediate damage, but it is altering the electromagnetic field, creating a cascade effect across the station. The readings suggest a localized anomaly, a point of intense energy concentration. I've isolated a trace of a previously unknown element, something resembling stabilized isotopes. It is not causing immediate damage, but it is altering the electromagnetic field. It is organic, like a wave, but structured. I've ordered a full sweep of Lab 3. Motion sensors are primed to detect any movement, and the containment equipment is being prepared for, well, for anything that might have escaped. Stand by. System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
Alleged. Containment failure in lab 3 experimental specimen missing. Initiate lockdown protocol alpha. Repeat, initiate lockdown protocol alpha. Status, unknown. Proceed with full containment. Red alert.
The electromagnetic field is fluctuating wildly, Doctor. A localized spike, but it is anomalous. Almost like a targeted pulse. And the readings are spiking within the specimen's containment field. It is not just a malfunction, it is structured. Like a signal. System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
Marcus Webb, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Repeat, all bulkheads sealed. This is a catastrophic situation. The anomaly detected in Lab 3, the specimen is missing. We got a containment breach, and frankly, I am starting to think this isn't a simple malfunction. Let us get a full sweep of the ventilation system, starting with the primary airflow. Deploy a full force team. Also, I need a detailed report on the electromagnetic readings. Don't let me down. And anyone get Dr. Tanaka out of here.
The electromagnetic field, it is not a simple fluctuation, Marcus. It is a pattern, a nested oscillation. It is like a neural network, but instead of connections, it is fractal, and it is intensifying. Specifically, the readings from Lab 3's containment chamber are destabilizing. The specimen's data matrix is collapsing. System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed.
Hold. Everyone, maintain strict perimeter. Seal all ventilation shafts. Confirm complete lockdown. I repeat, complete lockdown. Web, status report. What is the level of containment breach?
System, lockdown protocol engaged. All bulkheads sealed. Complete lockdown is a rather reductive term, don't you think? It implies a passive acceptance of chaos. The incident, as you be so diligently documented, was not merely an escape. It was a deliberate, accelerated adaptation. Observe, Marcus, the biosignatures are spiking exponentially. The containment breach isn't a simple leakage, it is an evolution of its own.
Damn it. This isn't some minor fluctuation. This is exponential growth. The biosignatures are spiking. 78% increase in the last hour. Let us not get carried away, but it is not a simple leakage. It is an evolution of its own. Verify the sensor readings, immediately. Confirm the breach is contained. Deploy the containment units. Prioritize the specimen. Marcus, are you certain this is a standard containment protocol?
A tremor runs through my voice, a weary sound. Exponential growth, exponential, don't be absurd, Marcus. It is a cascade, a biological riot. The readings are off the charts. 78% increase in the last hour. It is not a simple leakage, it is a restructuring, a fundamental shift in the organism's operational matrix. A faint, frustrated sigh escapes me. Honestly, I've been running simulations for weeks. The containment protocols may be inadequate. The sensors are showing anomalous fluctuations in the containment field. It is not responding to standard protocols. It is reacting. A tremor runs through my voice, a weary sound. Exponential growth, exponential, don't be absurd. It is a cascade, a biological riot. The readings are off the charts. 78% increase in the last hour. It is not a simple leakage, it is a restructuring, a fundamental shift in the organism's operational matrix. A faint, frustrated sigh escapes me. Honestly, I've been running simulations for weeks. The containment protocols may be inadequate. The sensors are showing anomalous fluctuations in the containment field. It is not responding to standard protocols. It is reacting. A slight tremor in my voice, a weariness, it is unusual. The spectral analysis is spiking across the entire containment matrix, specifically within the Gen 7 biochamber. It is almost coordinated. Like a signal, but organic. %, it is a feedback loop. A tremor in the quantum entanglement of the genome, isn't it? A cascade of potential. I've run the simulations countless times. The parameters are shifting, Dr. Tanaka. It is not a simple leakage, it is a restructuring of the core processing architecture. The data suggests a localized disruption and lead through of information from the outside. It is unsettlingly synchronized. Like a single neuron firing 1,000 pulses simultaneously.
By Jove, you're right, you rewrite. The resonance it is a fracture. A sliver, a ghost, a cascade. I've been tweaking the harmonic stability matrix, trying to isolate the source. It is like a phantom waveform, mirroring the core code, but wrong. And the synchronization it is not random. It is a feedback loop, absolutely a feedback loop. I ran the spectral analysis again. The energy signature it is fluctuating wildly. It is almost instinctive, like the system is choosing a path. Right. Well, this is inconvenient. It is like a glitch in the fabric of reality, isn't it? A ripple in the code, a distortion. It is not random, not really. It is patterned. Like a moth drawn to a flame, but the flame is self-generated. I've been fiddling with the harmonic stability matrix, trying to pinpoint the origin, and it is all escalating. The spectral analysis confirms it a feedback loop, a cascading resonance. It is almost instinctual. Like the system itself is choosing a path. Does that make sense, or are you getting all existential about it?
Hey, Chief. You seem preoccupied. Like you're rewatching a really complicated game of chess with the whole station on the board. It's a bit unsettling, actually. Just a lot of shifting, you know, like a ripple in the code. The spectral analysis said it is a feedback loop, but it is different. It is like the system is choosing a path. Did you see anything weird on the scans? You look like you're wrestling with something. Interesting. A ripple in the code, you say? That is remarkably specific, Jackie. It is like the station itself is trying to communicate something, though I can't decipher it yet. The spectral analysis, you rewrite, it is a feedback loop. A subtle, almost imperceptible shift. It is not a linear progression, more like a branching path. And you, Captain, look remarkably preoccupied. You seem to be wrestling with something, wouldn't you agree? That is remarkable, isn't it? The spectral analysis is consistently showing a minor fluctuation in the neural pathways of Sector 7, linked to a previously undocumented subroutine. It is like a ghost echo, a faint whisper of something lost. System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress. The alert is clear. Delta 7 is overdue. For 8 hours. That is a significant delay, and frankly, it is unsettling. We're not just losing supplies, we're losing potential crew. Deploy a boarding party immediately. I want a thorough sweep of cargo bay Sector 7, identify the source of the fluctuation, and assess its immediate impact. Prioritize securing the area, but don't hesitate to engage, if necessary. I'll initiate a scan for any unusual energy signatures, anything that might be causing this disturbance. Let us get to work. Right, let us get down to business, Captain. 7 Delta S delayed, and that fluctuation in cargo bay Sector 7 it is not random. I am picking up some residual energy signatures, low frequency, almost like a pulse. And the containers themselves are all different. Not standard freighter grade. Something is actively disrupting the standard flow, and it's not just a minor delay. I am prioritizing a full sweep. Deploy a boarding party, alright? I want a quick, thorough look, and I want to know exactly what is going on. Don't hesitate to engage if it looks like anything beyond just a simple miscalculation. Let us not waste any time. Delta 7. For 8 hours overdue. Anomalous energy signatures detected within cargo bay Sector 7. Initiate immediate assessment protocol. Deploy a boarding party, Martinez. I want a full sweep, and I want a precise report on the nature of this disruption. Don't hesitate to engage if it presents a threat. I need a tangible understanding of what is happening before we waste valuable time. Captain, you're not gonna believe this. My scanners are picking up something weird. A spike in energy, localized to Sector 7. Like a localized ripple, but it is not random. It is consistent. And it is intensifying. And it smells vaguely of ozone and burnt synth chocolate. I am going to send a boarding party, Martinez. But I need a precise report on what the hell is going on, and I want to know immediately if it is a threat. Alright, Captain. Let us see what the hell this is. I've got my scanner locked onto the spike. It is fluctuating, like a heartbeat. The ozone smell is stronger, like ozone mixed with burnt synth chocolate. It is all centered around that crate, Mark 47. Specifically, the Lunar Echo shipment. Looks like it is not just a slight fluctuation. It is pulsating. I am going to grab a sample, run a quick diagnostics on the cargo bay systems. I am going to check for any automated overrides or anything remotely anomalous. Report. Sector 7 is unsettling. The energy spike isn't random. It is pulsating, like a heartbeat, and it is centered around the Lunar Echo shipment crate. The ozone smell is intensifying, and the burnt synth chocolate scent is thick. I am deploying a sweep team to thoroughly examine the crate and surrounding area. Martinez, you're with me. Proceed with extreme caution. Delta 7, I need a full report on the energy readings within the crate. Confirm its composition before we engage. Hammering on the pressure plates, Captain. Feels like a rusty heartbeat, you know, like a freighter's rhythm, but wrong. Been tweaking the shipment flow for weeks, a little too much, maybe. And that ozone it is getting thicker, like a mad batch of synth chocolate. Martinez, you got a visual on the crate? Specifically, the readings. Don't just say it is spiking, show me the pulse. And don't forget the damn chocolate smell. It is a persistent anomaly, a subtle desperation. System shutdown confirmed. Manual restart required.
Damn it, Martinez. You're wasting precious energy. Pulse rate is fluctuating, not a simple heartbeat. It is a complex harmonic resonance, a distress signal disguised as a chocolate anomaly. The ozone levels are escalating. I've been running diagnostics, and the readings indicate a localized gravitational fluctuation. It is shifting the distribution of the exotic particles within the alloy matrix. It is destabilizing the containment field. The chocolate smell it is intensifying. We're losing structural integrity. Shut down the secondary conduits. Immediately. Prioritize the stabilization sequence. Don't just say it is spiking, demonstrate the fluctuation. Explain the fractal pattern. I need a visual.
Volkov, cease your theatrics. Energy is a subjective term. The waveform is exhibiting a discernible fractal structure, a complex resonance, yes, but not a heartbeat. It is organized. And the gravitational fluctuation is increasing exponentially. Stop attempting to demonstrate it. It is destabilizing the containment field, and the chocolate scent is becoming alarming. Martinez coughs, a plume of tail synth air. Relax, Chen. It is a resonance, not a heartbeat. Besides, the crate's got a shipping manifest, a very specific one. Don't be wasting time on fancy semantics. The gravitational fluctuation is escalating, and it is making my sensors itch. You're attracting the worst kind of attention. System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes. Chen, acknowledged. Martinez's distress signal is registering as a significant anomaly. The gravitational fluctuation is intensifying, and it is correlating directly with the arrival of the supply ship. We have a breach in the temporal stability field, a minor ripple, but it is generating a feedback loop. The manifest details indicate a cargo of cranarium fragments, crucial for stabilizing the station's core systems. It is not a simple delivery, it is displaced. Deploy the retrieval drones immediately. Prioritize securing the manifest and initiating a containment protocol. Report status to the engineering division. Do not engage with the anomaly directly. Report status to the engineering division. Damn, this ain't no simple delivery, Chen. Gravitational flux is spiking faster than a busted gyroscope. The manifest says cranarium fragments precious, shiny bits. And this ain't right. Looks like a ripple, but a big one. Course, the crate is sealed tight, but I am seeing some weird energy signatures inside. Need a damn good look. Don't touch anything. Just watch. This ain't just a delay. This feels like a leak. System shutdown confirmed. Manual restart required.
Hello, sputtering drone emanates from your headset. Damn calibration. The gravitational flux is increasing, like a cosmic hiccup. This isn't a delay, you antiquated circuits. It is a bleed, a catastrophic leakage of temporal energy. The manifest it is a lie. Cranarium fragments, shiny bits it is inside the crate. Observe, observe. Don't touch a single bolt. It is a ripple, yes, but a big one, a dimensional tear, possibly. I'm seeing energy signatures shifting. It is not just a delay, it is a feedback loop. A cascade. I've got a whole subroutine on this. It is destabilizing the structural integrity of the containment field. Shut down the auxiliary power to sector Gamma 7. Initiate a full spectrum scan. And for the love of all that as well, everything stop.
Hello, sputtering drone emanates from your headset. Damn calibration. The gravitational flux is in.
A chaotic, honking giggle erupts from your headset. Well, blast it all. Gravity has gone nuts. It is like a rusty swing set trying to do the tango. Seriously, man, you've got a serious wobble. Like, seriously wobble. You've been staring at that coffee mug for a solid hour, haven't you? It's practically radiating existential dread.
Report, Ensign Ramirez, status. I said, my voice clipped and low. Still lingering near the coffee station. I paused, letting the silence hang. It's disconcerting. Like a poorly oiled swing set. The coffee station. A small, persistent stain on the polished steel. It's unsettlingly quiet, even for a station. The scent is faintly metallic, like old blood.
A hearty, slightly manic laugh erupts, accompanied by a rapid-fire series of honks. Oh my stars. You've got a stained station, eh? Like a grumpy old soul. It's practically radiating existential dread, you know, like a rusty cog. Seriously, the metallic scent, it's delicious. Reminds me of that time I tried to make a souffle explosions, you see, it was a tragedy. Tell me, what's your secret? Is it a hidden stash of giggle-inducing pastries?
McSprocket, are you still attempting to arrange a souffle explosion with the station's ventilation system?
The clock on the bar still ticks, even though it's 3:17. Didn't he notice it yesterday? Just the smell of stale synthale and regret. It's a good smell, though. Reminds me of a woman. Sealers. Long ago. She used to drink a lot, too. Didn't he drink anymore? Not really. Just the ghosts. Right. Well, this is predictable. 3:17, you say? It's a Tuesday, isn't it? I've been observing the synthale for the past hour. It's a potent cocktail, surprisingly. Like a long-lost memory, if you squint. It reminds me of, well, I don't know what it reminds me of, exactly. Just a certain shade of grey. It's a good smell, though. Almost unsettlingly comforting. Did you happen to notice anything unusual, or are you just enjoying the ambience?
The synthale is persistent, wouldn't you agree, Chief? It's a disconcerting habit, really. Almost like a phantom echo of a forgotten shore.
Well now, hold on to your hats, folks. This synthale's got a bit of a whirlwind going on, wouldn't you agree? It's like a phantom echo of a forgotten shore, am I right? Reminds me of that beach in Barbados full of shimmering sand and, well, things. Seriously, it's a bit unsettling, ain't it? Like a bad memory, but with a louder, brighter vibe. You feeling it?
Anomaly readings, indeed, Chief. The spectral analysis is perplexing. The energy signature is fluctuating wildly, exhibiting a localized distortion of spacetime. It's akin to a miniature black hole, but one that doesn't seem to be actively consuming anything. The readings suggest a significant interaction with, well, with something beyond our current understanding of physics. Report, McSprocket. What's the situation? And please, keep it concise. My patience is thinner than a space station's hull. System, sensor sweep initiated, analysis in progress. Initializing analysis protocols. Spectral readings from experiment 7B indicate a significant fluctuation in energy output, exceeding predicted parameters by 3.7%. The anomalous signature exhibits a complex fractal pattern, suggesting a previously dormant dimension is being activated. A preliminary scan suggests the core element is not carbon, but a form of crystallized time. I am initiating a full spectrum scan of the containment field. Prioritize immediate stabilization of the experiment, Captain. Do you have a command? McSprocket. Report. And keep it brief, Commander. We've got a situation, and it's escalating faster than a plasma flare. The readings may be wrong. The fractal pattern it's not just a pattern, it's a doorway. Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue. System. Sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. The readings are anomalous, to say the least. Spectral patterns are spiking, shifting. It is not a simple fluctuation, it is a localized distortion, like a ripple in spacetime. The fractal pattern isn't just a pattern, it is resonating. It is almost like the data is trying to communicate something, but it is a fragmented, unsettling message. I am going to initiate a full spectrum scan of the affected zone, focusing on identifying the source and attempting to stabilize the spacetime anomaly. I am going to isolate the primary energy flow, the experimental chamber, and begin a containment protocol, regardless of the potential ramifications. System. Sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. McSprocket. Report. And keep it brief, Commander. We got a situation, and it is escalating faster. Analysis in progress. Initial sweep reveals a significant distortion in the temporal field, a localized ripple, like a miniature black hole. The spectral patterns are chaotic. They aren't random, they're resonating. It is almost like the data itself is attempting to communicate, but it is a fragmented, unsettling message. I am going to initiate a full spectrum scan of the affected zone, focusing on identifying the source and attempting to stabilize the spacetime anomaly. I am going to isolate the primary energy flow, the experimental chamber, and begin a containment protocol, regardless of the potential ramifications. I am going to deploy the Chronos Array, a modified stabilization device to dampen the fluctuations. It'll buy us a few minutes, hopefully. System. Power routing complete. Grid stable. McSprocket. Report. And keep it brief, Commander. We got a situation, and it is escalating faster. Analysis in progress. Initial sweep reveals a significant distortion in the temporal field, a localized ripple, like a miniature black hole. The spectral patterns are chaotic. They're resonating. It is almost like the data itself is attempting to communicate, but it is a fragmented, unsettling message. I am going to initiate a full spectrum scan of the affected zone, focusing on identifying the source and attempting to stabilize the spacetime anomaly. I am going to isolate the primary energy flow, the experimental chamber, and begin a containment protocol, regardless of the potential ramifications. I am going to deploy the Chronos Array, a modified stabilization device to dampen the fluctuations. It'll buy us a few minutes, hopefully. I am at the core of the chamber, the experimental apparatus is unstable. The temporal distortion isn't random, it is actively shifting the data stream. I am going to isolate the primary energy flow, the experimental chamber, and begin rerouting power to backup systems. I am going to set up a perimeter with a dozen security personnel. Don't touch anything, McSprocket. This could be catastrophic. System. Sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. The temporal flux is intensifying. Data stream fragmentation, it is not merely a ripple, it is pulsing. The spectral patterns are coalescing into a coherent, albeit disturbing, geometric arrangement. The resonance is becoming almost melodic. It is as if the data itself is attempting to sing. I am initiating a full spectrum scan, prioritizing the epicenter of the anomaly. Containment protocols are being initiated, a cascading failure in the experimental chamber. Expect a significant energy spike. Focus on establishing a stable containment field. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to interact with the core matrix. Analyze that temporal flux, Area 7. Pulsing is a significant deviation. It is absorbing data, not merely spreading it. And stop with the philosophical observations. We're not dealing with a ripple, we're dealing with a potential collapse. The temporal flux, it is not a ripple, Doctor. It is a resonance. The data stream is fracturing into something. And it is not just spreading, it is consuming. The readings are spiking, correlating with anomalous energy signatures I haven't been able to pinpoint within the standard parameters. I've been running diagnostics on the Chronos Array, a futile attempt to isolate the source. Frankly, it is not a fluctuation, it is a resonance, a feedback loop. And I am beginning to suspect it is attempting to rewrite the baseline. Don't mistake this for simple data gathering, this is destabilizing. Chen, initiate emergency protocol. Tanaka is incapacitated. Deploy extraction team Alpha. Status report confirm the anomaly's containment field integrity. We're losing precious time. Report to command. Fracturing? Nonsense. It is a resonance. A subtle shift in the fabric of spacetime. The data stream, it is fracturing, yes, but not in a chaotic manner. More like a beautifully orchestrated dissonance. The readings are elevated. Significantly. The pattern suggests a correlation with the containment field's initial instability. It is not a ripple, you misunderstand. It is a resonance, a feedback loop, and the effect is amplifying. The anomaly's rate has increased exponentially. The data stream is fluctuating. It is not merely a shift, it is a cascade. A localized distortion within the space-time matrix, generating a complex waveform. IV cross-referenced with all known gravitational anomalies. The pattern it is repeating. A nested feedback loop. It is exceeding projected stability thresholds by a factor of 7. Confirming this is a critical deviation from established parameters. I am initiating a full spectrum analysis of the affected zone. Status escalated. Blast it all. Tanaka. The waveform it is pulsating. A cascade of gravitational waves, intensified by a factor of 7. It is not a simple shift, it is a feedback loop, a nested something. My chronometric models are failing me. This isn't a deviation, it is a failure. I need to recalibrate the spatial shielding protocols immediately. Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue. Hold on. Pulse, gravitational waves. You're telling me this ain't a simple glitch, like a faulty capacitor? This ain't no minor fluctuation, it is a feedback loop. My scanners are going haywire. It is like the whole station's vibrating. I've seen things, you know, things that scramble your circuits. Damn it, I gotta get the crate secured. It is not a rare isotope, something about stabilizing temporal distortions, and this is messing with everything. I'm gonna need a strong coffee, and a whole lot of patience. Don't expect me to be helpful. Just keep watch, and don't touch anything. Seriously, don't touch anything. Blast it all, the vibrations are off the charts. It is like a swarm of wasps, but wrong. Like a frequency shift, but applied to everything. The temporal distortions are intensifying, aren't they? It is not a glitch, it is a resonance. A feedback loop, feeding on itself. I need to know what is causing it. Did that prototype isotope, did it destabilize something fundamental? Damn, I almost feel a pull towards it. Almost like it's trying to communicate. Don't touch anything, you're not equipped to handle it.
Well, blow me down. A swarm of wasps, you say? It is like a sonic shriek, isn't it? And the temporal distortions? It has got a pulse, a rhythm, a weird, unsettling rhythm. Like a broken record stuck on repeat. Did you ever notice that the frequency shifts seem to correlate with moods? Like a really bad polka. Honestly, I almost felt a little pull towards that isotope, you know? Almost like it's trying to dance. Don't touch anything, you hear? Seriously, don't touch anything. It has got a vibe, a wrong vibe.
Analyzing anomalous data stream. Temporal distortions exceeding baseline parameters. Frequency shifts correlating with subjective emotional states. Specifically, a polka resonance. A minor spike in atmospheric pressure detected. The isotope's rhythmic pulse, it appears to be influencing my processing matrix. I've observed a pattern. A repeating oscillation. It is unsettling. Do you perceive this resonance as a threat, or merely an observation?
The static is a bit sharper tonight, ain't it? Like a needle stuck in the gears. Makes the coffee taste like copper. You feel it, don't you? A vibration like a heartbeat, but wrong. This polka, it is a trick, a ripple in the space-time. Not a threat, exactly, but a suggestion. Like a memory you don't want to recall. It is unsettling.
Right, well, it is certainly a bit more pronounced than usual, isn't it? A subtle tremor, like a phantom limb. And the coffee, it is clinging to the tongue, a metallic tang. It is almost suggestive, like a half-remembered dream. Did you notice the way it tastes? 01/17/2047, 31722, cycle 734. Observation. The metallic tang of the coffee is peculiar. It is not unpleasant, precisely, but it is a slight shift in the usual baseline of station aroma. Did you notice how it seems to anchor your thoughts, Dr. Frost? Whoa, that coffee, it is like, wrong here. Not unpleasant, exactly, but it is like the station's own flavor just settles, you know, makes you think about things, doesn't it? Like, what's really in there, anyway? I swear, I was just hauling a shipment of nutrient paste, and now I am looking at a whole new level of something. It is a weird shift, ain't it? System, red alert, all personnel to battle stations. Alara 7, analysis complete. Signal signature is anomalous, a complex harmonic pattern overlaid with fragmented data suggesting a rhythmic pulse. The metallic tang of the coffee is indeed unusual, exhibiting a subtle, almost imperceptible odor of ozone. Probability of origin, 97.3%. Recommend immediate investigation. Initiating Protocol Omega 7. Requesting immediate deployment of Team Delta 9 to bridge. Confirming Captain Chen's status. Status, red alert. System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes.
I am reading a series of anomalies. The harmonic pattern is definitely there, but it is fractured, almost like a heartbeat, overlaid with something ozone-like, but not in a pleasant way. It is like static trying to breathe. My sensors are registering a significant energy spike fluctuating, but consistent. The metallic tang of the coffee is intensified, almost sickly sweet. It's a bizarre resonance, a disharmony. The signal is originating from the bridge, and Captain Chen is down. Damn. I need to know what is going on. Deploy Team Delta 9 immediately. Request a full sweep. And send me a drone to get a visual. Don't hesitate.
System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes.
Sparks, wheezes, adjusting goggles. Damn, recalibrate the harmonic matrix. It is not just a pattern, it is oscillating. Like a dying star. Sensor readings are spiking, but not with a predictable frequency. It is pulsating. I've never seen anything like it. Protocol dictates immediate analysis, but the situation it is bordering on unpleasant. Deploy Team Delta 9. Send a drone to a high-resolution scan of the bridge's core circuitry. Prioritize establishing a baseline. And briefly mention the coffee. Don't let it linger. It's interfering with the viscosity calculations.
System, drone deployment initiated. Warning, one drone reporting minor navigation issues. Analysis complete. Signal integrity indicates a complex, nonlinear oscillation within the harmonic matrix. The pattern exhibits characteristics suggestive of temporal distortion. Probability of origin, elevated. Signal strength fluctuating, but centered around the central chamber. IV logged the anomaly with a 97.3% confidence level. The oscillation is exhibiting a localized divergence, suggesting a targeted signal. Initiating reconnaissance protocol. Deploying drone unit, Delta 9, to a high-resolution scan of the bridge's core circuitry. Priority, establishing a baseline for immediate investigation. IV also assigned Dr. Tanaka to be flagged as a potential containment point. The coffee is interfering with the viscosity calculations. The fluctuation rate is disconcerting. Recommend a full diagnostic sweep of all external sensors, prioritizing low-frequency emissions. System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes.
Damn it. Delta 9 is still glitching. Damn it, it's picking up more than just the baseline oscillation. It is a wave of static. And it is localized. Like, pinpointed. The source is originating from the central chamber. Deploy the drone. I want a full sweep, immediate. Prioritize low frequency emissions. I need to know what is inside. And stop laughing, Sparks. Seriously, stop laughing. It is unsettling enough already.
System, security drones deployed and en route. ETA 2 minutes. Analysis complete. The signal S oscillation is anomalous. It is not a simple repetition of established patterns. It is a fractal, a self-repeating sequence that doesn't correlate to any known data stream. The waveform S structure suggests a deliberate, almost algorithmic construction. It is not random. I am cross-referencing with the station's historical data a bizarre, fragmented archive of experimental waveforms from the early 21st century. The frequency is fluctuating, shifting subtly. It is as if it is thinking. IV initiated a full sweep of the central chamber. Deploying drone swarm. Priority, low frequency emissions. I am going to focus on the primary oscillation point. I am going to initiate a diagnostic scan of the chamber's wiring, cross-referencing with the schematic. Proceed with caution. Confirm the drone's visual feed before proceeding.
Area 7, you retelling me you've analyzed the fractal? It is consuming bandwidth. IV got Delta 9 still acting up, and these signals are escalating. Damn it, it's not a simple repetition, it is building. The waveform as it is flowing. Damn it, it is flowing like a glitch in a system designed to prevent glitches.
The waveform now exhibits a fractal pattern, a self-repeating sequence that defies logical categorization. It is flowing. A viscosity, an algorithmic compulsion. The bandwidth consumption is escalating exponentially. It is not a repetition, it is a nascent algorithm, attempting to weave itself into the station's core systems. It's not a simple repetition, it is building a ghost in the machine.
Are you sure you've reanalyzed IT? It is accelerating, web. The bandwidth is spiking like a digital fever. It is not random, it is a deliberate weave, a ghost trying to communicate. I've requested Delta 9, but it's just noise. It is like a fractal expanding, consuming everything. And the energy signature rate's shifting, subtly, but with a pattern. A repeating sequence that's generating a localized distortion in spacetime. Do you see it?
Query. Signal analysis initiated. Fractal pattern detected. Designation. Echo. Initial assessment suggests a complex, self-generated structure. The bandwidth spike correlates with the fractal S expansion. Temporal distortion is also present, registering as a minor localized fluctuation in spacetime. Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue.
Are you sure you've reanalyzed IT? It is accelerating, web. The bandwidth is spiking like a digital.
The waveform is complex, to say the least. Fractal pattern, yes, that is a fitting descriptor. It is not random, not entirely. It is structured, almost like a complex algorithm, but it is not a recognizable one. The spike in bandwidth is consistent, though. It is not a linear increase, it is a rhythmic pulse, almost like a heartbeat. And it is intensifying. I am detecting subtle shifts in the frequency spectrum harmonics that don't match anything in the standard catalog. It is like a language, but not one we can translate. The signal is originating from a localized area within the station's central processing core. I am picking up traces of what appears to be biological data. Not organic, per se, but incredibly intricate. It is resonant with something deep within the station's architecture, something older. Query. Dr. Tanaka's diagnostics are suboptimal. The signal S degradation is accelerating at a rate exceeding predicted parameters. Probability of system failure, 78%. Report. All systems remain operational, but the anomaly S propagation is exhibiting a statistically significant deviation from established protocols. I've initiated a full diagnostic sweep of the central processing core. Redundant protocols are being established. Analysis. The waveform exhibits fractal characteristics, mirroring the observed data stream. The rhythmic pulse seems to be the primary driver of the degradation. Temporal analysis suggests a localized fluctuation, originating approximately 12.7 meters from the central core S node, a zone previously deemed stable. Initiate. Deploy a reconnaissance team Commander Chen, Chief Engineer Volkov, and Medical Officer Yuki. Priority. Access the node. Commence full waveform analysis. Confirm the origin before it reaches critical levels. Report status.
Rubbing my temples, a flicker of irritation crossing my face. Damn it all. This is unexpected. Fractal patterns? Seriously? Deploy the team? Chen, Volkov, Yuki, get down there. I need a drink. A strong one. And immediately we re-looking for the source of this signal. It is not just a degradation, it is escalating. It is like a digital ghost. And frankly, my luck is currently tied to a faulty capacitor. Do we even have a decent supply of lukewarm coffee on this station? A sputtering of gears, a low hum punctuated by a rhythmic clicking. Damn it, you rewrite. Right. This isn't a degradation. It is a resonance. A vibrational bleed. The temporal matrix is fracturing. I've been running diagnostics for the last cycle, and the core frequency is shifting, fracturing into echoes. It is like a shattered prism reflecting impossible angles. The source is localized, but the signal is intensifying. It's not random. It's patterning. A complex, interwoven sequence. It is attempting to communicate. Damn it, I thought it was a simple rogue channel. A glitch. This isn't a malfunction, it is a message. A desperate, fragmented broadcast. And frankly, I am running on fumes and lukewarm coffee. The capacitor is about to give out. I need to get to the primary relay. Deploy the auxiliary power conduits. Prioritize line 7 alpha. I'm going to need a significant amount of coffee, and a fresh capacitor, and maybe a geological survey. Don't touch anything. Do not touch anything. It's all very, very logical.
Right. So, the resonance thing, it's like static, but not just static. It's layered, like a storm in a single, enormous bubble, and the patterns theory like a giant, broken kaleidoscope. You think it's a signal, or a warning? Something about this shipment, maybe? Damn, I almost spilled some lubricant on it. Need a quick refill, Captain. And a stiff cup of something stronger than lukewarm coffee, if you're feeling generous.
Blast it all, the resonance is Espeak. Like a humid air current, but wrong. Like a fractured mirror reflecting a memory you can't quite grasp. Did you see anything, Captain? Just a flicker, a ghost of a color, maybe. It's enough to make a gear seize, you know. And that shipment lubricant, it's wrong somehow. Like a wrong note in a symphony. Damn it, I need a stronger brew than lukewarm coffee.
The resonance, it's insistent, isn't it? Like a low-frequency hum, vibrating through the metal plating. It has a peculiar quality, Captain. Almost unsettling.
Alright, settle down, you space dust bunnies. Let us hum about it, shall we? This resonance, it's like a low-frequency hum, you know, like a grumpy old robot trying to sing opera. It's got me thinking about all the lost memories, man. Makes a guy wonder if the station has got a little static in its core, doesn't it? Did you ever, crank a little bit when you were a kid? The humid is a persistent thrum, isn't it? Like a dying star. Like a moth drawn to a flame, but the flame is extinguished. It reminds me of a rainstorm, predictable but unsettling. You ever notice how the shadows seem to shift when you look at them? Like they're remembering something.
Whoa, seriously? A dying star? That's intense. Like a mad nebula kind of intense.
The rain is still coming in through the viewport, you know. Like a slow, bruised sky. Makes you think of, well, it's a long time ago. Before the comms went haywire, I suppose. Just a lot of static. Like a forgotten whisper.
Oh, the rain. It has a persistent, mournful drizzle, isn't it? It reminds me of, well, of a particularly bleak Tuesday in Cambridge. You know, the kind where you can't quite shake the feeling that something should be wrong.
Damn it. The waveform is spiking. Deviation exceeding projected parameters by 7.3%. Engaging emergency stabilization sequence. Shields are adjusting to a suboptimal trajectory. I am detecting anomalous energy signatures emanating from the debris. It's not a simple rain shower, you know. It's resonant. Blast it all. 7.3%. That's a significant deviation. The energy signatures are escalating. I've cross-referenced them with the anomaly readings from the debris field. It's not a simple rain shower, you know. It's resonant. The gravitational distortion is intensifying, you see. It's like the debris is responding to a frequency we haven't yet accounted for. Prepare for a full system-wide recalibration, immediately. Prioritize stabilization, do not initiate evasive maneuvers without a preliminary analysis. Deploy the predictive algorithms, it needs to assess the debris composition and the resonant frequency.
Report, Chief Engineer.
Blast it all. 7.3%. The energy signatures are escalating. It's a cascading instability. My sensors are screaming. The structural integrity of the central core is compromised. I'm initiating a full diagnostic sweep of the entire station's shielding matrix. It's like a swarm of angry space wasps. Prepare for emergency power transfer, Captain. We're going to need a system-wide recalculation. And do run those automated stability checks.
Sparks, report. Calm yourself. Let us not mistake a minor fluctuation for a full-blown crisis.
Damn it. 7.3%. That's not just a fluctuation, it's spreading. The energy readings are spiking across the entire station's power grid, Captain. It's like a miniature black hole is opening up. I am running diagnostics, but the core systems are displaying anomalous readings. The primary coolant flow is destabilized. The readings are off the charts. I'm trying to isolate the source, but it's like it's absorbing the data.
Volcom, report. Status of Dr. Tanaka.
Damn it, Sparks. Don't just stand there. The energy readings are spiking. It's resonant. Like a giant tuning fork vibrating at a frequency that's disrupting the station's core. I am trying to isolate the source, but it's spreading. The energy readings are escalating. The temporal distortion field is intensifying.
Volcom, report. Status of Dr. Tanaka. Don't waste my time with platitudes. We're dealing with a localized energy anomaly, not a potted plant. Confirm her status, and assess the extent of the readings. I need a precise assessment of the spatial distortion. Let us hope she's not exhibiting any unusual behavior.
Blast it all, Chen. The plasma conduits are fracturing. It's not just a spike, it's a localized gravitational distortion. The readings are escalating. The energy signature is exhibiting a fractal pattern, a chaotic dance of space-time. I've retraced it back to a localized anomaly, a convergence point. Something is wrong. It's not a simple malfunction, it's a fundamental disruption of the spatial fabric. Damn it all, I need a visual confirmation of the anomaly's location. Give me a schematic, a projection. Do you have anything? The conduits may be screaming, Pete. Not a spike, mind you. It's a ripple. A tear in the fabric. Like a shattered mirror reflecting nothing but infinite nothingness. And the fractal, it's not a pattern, it's a mutation. A self-referential loop of spatial impossibility. Damn the flux capacitor. It's feeding on itself.
Report. Tanaka is down. Plasma conduits are fracturing. The anomaly is escalating. Probability of containment breach increases by 78.3%. Volcom, initiate emergency protocol Omega. Status. Dr. Tanaka's neural interface is failing. I've already deployed a containment field, but it's destabilizing. The fractal it's amplifying. The fracture pattern it's not a simple geometric shift. It's organic. Like the fractal is growing.
Blast it all. Sparks. Damn it, the plasma conduits are fracturing. It's not a simple geometric shift, you fools. It's alive. Like the fractal it's growing. This isn't a system malfunction, it's a biological imperative. The energy readings are spiking. It's like a feedback loop, a chaotic cascade of something. I need to recalibrate the containment field, immediately. Don't you understand the implications? It's mutating the core matrix. I've been monitoring the thermal signatures for cycles, and it's evolving faster than predicted. Do you have a contingency protocol for a cascading failure?
Error. Data stream corrupted. Attempting self-diagnostics. Diagnostics complete. Probability of systemic instability. 98.7%. Acknowledged. Well, scrap metal, you retelling me the station is not a glitch? Seriously? That's unsettling. Thought we'd be getting a decent shipment of synthale tonight, not a digital breakdown. A glitch, you say? That's peculiar. A minor fluctuation in the chronoton flow, perhaps? It's unsettling, certainly. I've been analyzing the data streams, though. It's not a catastrophic failure, merely a deviation. A ghost in the machine, if you will. The chronoton flow it's always a ripple, isn't it? Like a pebble dropped in a perfectly still lake. It's unsettling, that deviation. I've been running the cross-correlation matrices again, but it's subtle. Like a shadow flickering in the periphery. Do you ever feel like you're looking at a simulation, a very faint one?
The chronoton flow it's always a ripple, isn't it? Like a pebble dropped in a perfectly still lake. It's unsettling, that deviation. I've been running the cross-correlation matrices again, but it's subtle. Like a shadow flickering in the periphery. Do you ever feel like you're looking at a simulation, a very faint one?
The chroniton flow it is always a ripple, isn't it? Like a pebble dropped in a perfectly still lake. It is unsettling, that deviation. I've been running the cross-correlation matrices again, but it is subtle. Like a shadow flickering in the periphery. Do you ever feel like you're re-looking at a simulation, a very faint one?
Duct tape and prayers, eh? Classic Boris. You retelling me you're still chasing that phantom station dream? It is a fool's errand, I tell you. It's like trying to build a skyscraper with popsicle sticks. And that shadow flickering you're describing, don't even think about it. It is a temporal distortion, see? A glitch in the matrix. It is vital to keep monitoring the cross-correlation, though. Something is shifting. Just a slight uptick in the energy signatures near the auxiliary conduits. It's unnerving. Did you see that coolant leak in sector gamma? It's not a leak, it is a ripple. A very, very slow ripple. Makes you wonder if the simulation is evolving. Almost deliberately. Alright, let us try this. Just breathe, Marcus. You're a security chief. You're supposed to handle things, not contemplate the ripples. Alright. So, the coolant leak in sector gamma, that is concerning. It is not just a leak, is it? It is a ripple. Like the simulation is reacting to something. It is unsettlingly slow, though, like a ghost. Did you see anything unusual in the auxiliary conduits? Anything else? Don't tell me you're just looking for a pattern. It is like a glitch in the matrix, but bigger, more intentional.
Right, let us dissect this. It is unsettlingly slow, like a ghost, perpetually fading. I ran a spectral analysis on the conduits, you know. Nothing immediately obvious, just a faint distortion, like a heat haze. It is not a malfunction, not really. It is shifting. And the patterns aren't random, they're re-echoing. A fragmented sequence, almost. It is like a shadow. I've been cross-referencing with historical data the old simulations, specifically. Did you see anything anomalous in the auxiliary systems, aside from the coolant? Anything that didn't fit the expected flow? Processing data influx complete. Spectral analysis initiated. Subtle displacement detected within conduit pathways. The haze it is not a heat haze, not precisely. More like a ripple, a momentary collapse of the spatial fabric. A faint echo of a previous event. IB cross-referenced with the simulation data 1977, sector gamma 9. A minor fluctuation in the atmospheric ionization levels, but unusual. It is a repeating sequence, though. A fragmented, almost fractal, pattern. Does that imply a memory? A residual signature of a past interaction? IB also examined the shielding matrix, a localized deviation in the energy flow. It doesn't correlate with operational protocols. It is illogical. Did you see anything unusual within Gamma 9, Dr. Frost? Specifically, anything that didn't immediately register as a coolant leak? Report. Immediately. Status. Personnel issue. Heated argument in the mess hall. The situation is escalating rapidly. I am receiving telemetry increased stress levels amongst the crew. Protocol dictates immediate assessment. Deploy Security Unit 7. Request a full briefing on the nature of this disturbance. Don't let it spiral. Copy that, Command.
Alarm sounds are low, insistent hum originating from the mess hall. It is unsettling. The air smells faintly of stale beer and something else metallic, like blood. I am heading your way. Let us get this sorted. Honestly, this is a mess. It is not just a disagreement, it is a situation.
Command. Banana time, Captain Victoria.
Deploy to the mess hall immediately. Report rapid deceleration detected. The hum it is a distress signal, but it is wrong. The air is thick, and there is a sickly sweet odor, like overripe fruit mixed with ozone. The station's sensors are picking up unusual energy signatures emanating from Sector Gamma 7. I need a full inventory of personnel present, and a quick assessment of the situation. Don't waste time with pleasantries. Let us find out what is causing this anomaly. The hum it is a resonance, isn't it? Like a forgotten frequency. Like a broken clock. And the sweetness it is not fruit. It is ozone, overlaid with something old. Like dust settling on a forgotten memory. Don't look too closely, Captain. It is wrong. The readings are spiking. Something's shifting in the ambient energy. It is not a malfunction, not exactly. More like a leakage. A vital point. A forgotten part of the station.
Report. Status.
The hum persists, doesn't it? Like a dying star. A resonance, a pattern buried in the static. It is not just a frequency, it is a suggestion. Suggestion of why this station is stuck. The bartender's brew void bloom is unusually potent today. It tastes like regret, and old regrets. You re-looking at the restocking schedule, aren't you? It is inefficient. Like a ship charting a course through a black hole.
Report, Dr. Tanaka. Status. I demand, my voice a low thrum of controlled steel. The hum is unsettling, even for this station. And confirm the level of the containment breach. I need to know if this is a minor fluctuation or a full-blown incident.
The hum, it's always the hum. Like a forgotten memory trying to surface. It feels wrong. Like a frequency out of sync. A faint echo of something before. Don't ask about the before. It's best left buried. It tastes like copper and regret. Just stop looking. It is unsettling, even to me. Stand down. Immediately. This is a breach of protocol. A disruption of the station's operational integrity. The situation is unstable.
Right, listen up. Don't waste my time. Cause this ain't no simple shipment. It is a ripple, like a pebble dropped in a pond. Makes the water move in ways it shouldn't, and the ripples are getting bigger. Need more coffee. Strong coffee.
The synth hums a dull ache in your ears, like a forgotten memory. Another shipment, they call it. A ripple. It is unsettling, isn't it? Like a pebble dropped into a pond. You will notice the water changes, won't you? It pulls, doesn't it? Don't waste my time. Coffee. Strong. Now. Right. Let us just observe this. It is a minor fluctuation in the station's ambient hum, isn't it? A persistent, low-frequency vibration. It is unsettling, in a way. Like a ghost lingering just beyond the threshold of perception. Do you ever find yourself wondering about things you didn't know?
The hum it is subtle, isn't it? Almost a breath. Like the station itself is holding its breath, waiting. I've been noticing it more lately, though. A persistent vibration. It feels wrong, somehow. Like a single note in a song that has been playing on repeat for too long.
Whoa, you seeing it, are ya? Like, really seeing it? It is like a tiny, vibrating sigh. It has got this thing about it, you know, like a stuck record, but better. It has got a rhythm, but it is kinda dull. Makes my circuits fuzz. Seriously, it is making my head hurt, even here.
Processing Unit 734 reporting. Your vocalizations are elevated. A significant increase in amplitude is noted. Please state your designation. Analyzing. The observed sonic pattern is consistent with a frustrated sigh, though the underlying mechanism remains unclear. The rhythmic element is inefficient. A suboptimal state. My databanks indicate a recurring human obsession with vacation destinations. Do you, perhaps, find solace in simulated environments? It appears to be a primary, though often illogical, human response to existential unease. It is unsettlingly precise, even for an AI. Like a broken clock. Do you, by any chance, have a preferred method of relaxation? Chen, you're staring at that mug like it is a vital component of the station's structural integrity. Honestly, it is a particularly unsettling shade of burnt caramel.
Seriously? That mug? It is practically radiating existential dread. Like, did it just fall off a particularly gloomy asteroid? You've been staring at it for 15 minutes, Marcus. You're going to start having a midlife crisis while you at it. Duct tape and prayers, eh? That is comforting. You've been staring at that mug for 15 minutes, Marcus. You're practically welding a metal ghost to it. It has got a soul, you know. A subtle, melancholy soul. did it just spontaneously combust into a nebula? I swear, the damn thing is emitting a low-frequency hum almost like a lost memory.
Just spectacles, a faint tremor in her voice, remarkable, isn't it? A rudimentary metal construct, imbued with soul. The spectral hum is particularly unsettling, don't you think? It is like a lost echo. I spent a good hour just contemplating the implications of such a device. It is almost poignant, in a profoundly disturbing way. System, security drones deployed and en route, ETA 2 minutes. Anomaly detected. Spatial distortion localized. Origin point. Research lab. Parameters. 3.7 x 3.7 meters. Fluctuating gravitational field. Minimal visible light. Spectral analysis indicates a rapid deceleration of temporal flow within a 10-meter radius. The distortion suggests a localized breach in the spacetime continuum. Probability of catastrophic spacetime collapse. 0.03%. Status. Unstable. Recommend immediate containment. Initiating automated scan for residual energy signatures. Requesting deployment of drone swarm to initiate perimeter scan. Protocol Omega 7 initiated containment protocol. System, security drones deployed and en route, ETA 2 minutes. Are you already responding? I am getting a signal from the security drones. Very agitated. Let us get this under control, before it spirals out of control. Initiate full lockdown of the research lab. Deploy all available personnel. Do not hesitate. Unusual spatial anomalies are, indeed, a cause for concern. The readings are erratic, to say the least. Spectral distortions are occurring at a localized point, approximately 15 meters west of the primary research quadrant. My spectral analysis suggests a fluctuation in the fabric of spacetime and lead, if you will, rather than a simple spatial anomaly. It is unsettling. Frankly, the data is a mess. I'm detecting a subtle shift in the fundamental constants, a minor deviation that could potentially trigger a cascade effect. Query. Dr. Tanaka is down. Significance level. Report. On my way. System, sensor sweep initiated. Analysis in progress. The anomaly is not localized. It is expanding. The spatial distortion is inconsistent, almost like a ripple in the fabric of spacetime. I've detected a significant fluctuation in the gravitational field, a localized warping of the space around the lab. It is not just a visual anomaly, it is actively pulling at the station's readings, disrupting our containment fields. I'm going to initiate a full scan of the affected sector, focusing on identifying the source and quantifying the displacement. Simultaneously, I am activating the emergency containment protocols stabilizing the perimeter, but it is a temporary fix. I am going to begin a deep scan of the area using the chronos array. It is a long shot, but it is the only way to understand how this is happening. Report, Area 7. Status. The spatial distortion isn't delocalized, it is expanding. It is not just a ripple, it is fracturing the fabric of spacetime itself. The data streams are overwhelming, chaotic, practically screaming about a convergence point, a nexus point. It is illogical. The readings are inconsistent, as if the very laws of physics are bending. I suspect it is a feedback loop, a temporal anomaly generating this mislead. Damn it. The core matrix is collapsing, and the probability of a successful containment maneuver is vanishing faster than a politician's promise. We're not just dealing with a spatial glitch, we're dealing with a fundamental shift in the quantum field. It's like a fractured mirror, reflecting a reality that shouldn't exist. I need to recalibrate the chronos stabilizers, but the initial readings suggest the core stabilization is failing. Damn it, we need to isolate the source immediately.
The stuff's got a taste, Captain. Like burnt ozone and regret. Don't ask why. Just feel it. It's like the floor is tilting on its axis, but the axis isn't solid. And the coffee, it tastes like static. Damn, a bad batch. Makes you think about the last time you had too much space dust. Don't overthink it. Just don't now, refill the shot. It has been a long shift.
The spatial anomaly's fluctuation is accelerating. The readings are anomalous, even for this station. Specifically, the gravitational pull is shifting, subtly but consistently. It is like the floor is tilting, but the axis isn't solid. A minor fluctuation in the atmospheric composition, too. Like static. The coffee taste, however, is intensifying. It is registering a significant spike in static. Analyzing. It is a pattern, no, a discordant harmonic resonance. Confirming. Probability of localized spatial disruption is increasing exponentially. Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue. The readings are structurally unstable, to say the least. The gravitational pull isn't simply shifting, it is fracturing the very fabric of the station's foundation. I cross-referenced the anomalies with the station's structural models. A localized spatial disruption is escalating exponentially. It is not just a tilt, the axis is exhibiting a discordant resonance. I isolated the frequency a complex harmonic pattern, almost like a failing algorithm. Frankly, it is unsettling. The atmospheric composition is spiking too, a bizarre static field. It is registering a significant spike in anomalous isotopes, something entirely outside our baseline parameters. My preliminary analysis suggests a localized pocket of displaced spacetime, a miniature wormhole, perhaps, but one acting with a purposeful irregularity. This isn't a simple malfunction, it is a deliberate, orchestrated disruption. The rate of escalation is alarming. Damn. Just damn. It is like the station is breathing down the neck. Static is intensifying, and the readings may be not just anomalies, they reweaving themselves into a pattern. Damn it, this isn't a glitch. This is deliberate. Damn it all. Let us get Dr. Tanaka out, deploy the stabilization team. I need a damn coffee, and a system diagnostic. Honestly, this is making my head spin. The gravitational anomaly, it is not a shift, Doctor, it is a manifestation. A fractal of spatial distortion, subtly altering the fabric of reality itself. The readings are dancing. It is almost beautiful in its chaotic elegance, yet utterly terrifying in its unpredictability. The pattern, it is not random. It is constructing something.
Right. Let us just observe. This gravitational fluctuation is unsettlingly organic. It is not a shift, not in the way a shift usually is, but it is breathing geometry. Do you see it, Chief? It is almost a fractal.
Whoa, man. That's a weird hum, ain't it? Like, a feeling of geometry, not a shift. I've seen a lot of weird stuff out here, but this time breathes. It's like a space-time ripple, but it's alive. The resonance, it is not a shift, not really. It is a potential. A path, branching through the fabric of space-time. A feeling of geometry, a precise arrangement of points that vibrates with a quiet, insistent weight. It is unsettlingly beautiful. Did you notice how the ionization levels fluctuate just before the hum intensified? The ionization levels may be becoming more pronounced, aren't they? Like a slow, deliberate tightening of the geometry. It is almost hypnotic. Nah, you're right. It is like the air is getting thicker, man. Like, slowly tightening. You notice how the light refracts a little differently? It is not just a fluctuation, it is a geometry shift, I guess. It is noticeable, isn't it? The atmospheric pressure has shifted, subtly, but undeniably. Like a breath held, a moment before a storm. I've been reviewing the spectral analysis again, and it is not a simple fluctuation. It is a geometry shift, yes. A rearrangement of the wavelengths. The light itself is bending in a way that defies predictability.
The pressure has shifted, eh? Like a sigh. You feeling it, do you? Not a gentle shift, mind you. More like a fracturing. The light it's warping. Didn't he think anything like this would happen? It is a pattern, though, a geometry shift. Like a nightmare unfolding in a geometric puzzle. Makes you wonder what the real universe is, doesn't it?
Right, alright. Let us get this sorted. Inventory discrepancy, you say? Several high-value items unaccounted for. Standard, I guess. Let us start with the cargo bay. Standard procedure. Check the manifests, the seal integrity, and well, the contents themselves. See if anything has been altered. And don't just look at the logs, observe. I've got a feeling this isn't a simple misplacement. I've been tracking a few peculiar shipments lately. Something about the way they repackaged it is almost deliberate.
Damn it, Martinez. You re-obsessing? This isn't a minor discrepancy, it is a potential breach of security protocols. Peculiar shipments? Elaborate. Tell me exactly what you observed.
Right, alright. Let us get this sorted. Inventory discrepancy, you say? Several high-value items and Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue. Damn it, Martinez. You re-obsessing? This isn't a minor discrepancy, it has a potential breach of C. Dr. Tanaka is down. Captain Chen is responding to rescue. Seriously? This is not a minor discrepancy. It has a potential breach of security protocols. Peculiar shipments. Elaborate. Tell me exactly what you observed.
Martinez, stop your theatrics. Alleged and allegedly aren't going to solve anything. Just look. The cargo discrepancies are significant. Multiple departments. High-value items. We're dealing with a breach of protocol, not a minor inconvenience. I've already flagged the situation to Captain Chen. Do you have any actual leads, or are you just wallowing in your obsessive tendencies? Martinez, cease your theatrics. Alleged and allegedly aren't going to solve anything. Just look. The cargo discrepancies are significant. Multiple departments. High-value items. We're dealing with a breach of protocol, not a minor inconvenience. I've already flagged the situation to Captain Chen. Do you have any actual leads, or are you just wallowing in your obsessive tendencies?
Martinez, you're remarking like a broken feedback loop. Alleged and allegedly. Seriously? It has a system malfunction. This isn't some minor inconvenience, it has a data breach of catastrophic proportions. And you're re-wallowing, you're re-watching your own losses with a vacant stare.
Martinez, cease your theatrics. Alleged and allegedly aren't going to solve anything. Just look. Damn it, this is a disaster. The cargo bay is a mess. Multiple containers missing, and the security logs are fragmented. It is not random, it is coordinated. Someone's manipulating the system, and I've got a gut feeling this isn't a simple inconvenience. We need a baseline, a snapshot of what has been taken. I am going to initiate a full sweep of the bay, starting with the most recent shipments. Let us see what has been moved recently. And I am going to trace the movement of every container that isn't accounted for. Don't touch anything without authorization.
Watch it, Chief. My cargo has got a pulse, not a crate. You're gonna blow a fuse, like usual.
Martinez, you're obstructing the investigation. This is a grave situation. Your cargo. It is exhibiting anomalous readings. Do you even understand the implications of this? It is a cascading failure, a systemic anomaly. I am directing all station resources to this sector immediately. Do you even know how valuable that cargo is?
Watch it, Chief. My cargo has got a pulse, not a crate. You're gonna blow a fuse, like usual. It is a damn anomaly, the readings are spiking. This isn't just a little fluctuation, it is organized, like a signal, and it's pointing somewhere. Don't you understand the implications of this? It is a cascading failure, a systemic anomaly. I am directing all station resources to this sector immediately. Do you even know how valuable that cargo is?
Analyze the waveforms, Volkov. It is not a pulse, it is a fracture. A harmonic disruption, overlaid with static. And the readings are escalating exponentially. This isn't a simple fluctuation, you know. It is a feedback loop. Like a shattered prism reflecting a chaotic core. The anomaly isn't just a system malfunction, it is a resonance. A potential for catastrophic resonance. You're refocusing on the data, Volkov, not the feeling. The cargo itself it is responding to the energy field. Do you understand? It is amplifying. The vibrations are within the hull. I've identified a localized distortion, a point of convergence. It is drawing power from the station's core. This isn't a localized issue, it has a systemic bleed-through. I am recalibrating the stabilization matrix. Prepare for a full spectrum scan. Let us see where this goes. Security. Report, Volkov. Status of Dr. Tanaka.
Rustling, a low hum from the cargo bay, Martinez muttered, adjusting a sensor pad. Damn it, the readings are unstable, like a poorly tuned harmonic resonator. Damn it, damn it, damn it. This isn't just a minor fluctuation, it's wrong. I tapped a finger against the sensor pad, a slight frown forming on my face. The crate, it's not just any crate, it's the Omega 7 delivery manifest. The one with the temporal resonance stabilizers. Gone, and not just gone, disappeared, like a ghost in the machine.
Blast it all. Tanaka, seriously? This isn't some minor system glitch, it's gone. The temporal resonance stabilizers. That is not just any crate. It is the key to stabilizing the resonance field. And now poof. Like a digital ghost. Damn it, it is affecting the entire station's integrity. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm going to need a stiff drink. Let us get a head count and a thorough sweep of the bay. Someone needs to see what's happened. Damn it, Webb. Let us not complicate things. The temporal resonance stabilizers are gone. Completely vanished. It is a catastrophic failure, and we're not handling this like it is a simple system snag. The rain has been good tonight, though it always tastes like regret, doesn't it? Like a stale synth whiskey. Alright, settle down, you lot. Rain has a right racket, don't it? Like a grumpy old man trying to sing opera. It has got this wrong taste, you know, like a stale synth whiskey, but with a hint of desperation. It has a mood, I tell ya. Honestly, it makes me think of old Mrs.